this button. And welcome back guys for another YouTube video solving Syndicate. Last time we left off, I believe we completed chapter 3 and we're now on chapter 4. So let's have a little look here. Stuffed with straw and covered with muslin. There's a fair job since I'm bone tired. It's too early to sleep. It's never too early to sleep. Why are you lying? The inside of the oil debris is dusty and the outside is patinated with smoke from the factories. But the glazing bars are well made and the double panes keep out the frost. Okay. How about flicking the snip? Produce some fresh air. Decorate them slightly. Should I ponder the scenery? Why not? I could use a break. In the distance is the dockhands, where the boil and bluster of steam power reigns supreme. The hammer and nail of burgeoning industry and the bleating cry of air horns and the steam freighters at the wharf. Deliverance from southern... But what exactly? How's my weight? Pretty low. These two are pretty decent. Spryness is pretty perfect. Almaston could do for a few more levels. But I'm not too bothered about it. Weight definitely needs to be pumped up a little bit, like maybe 1 or 2 levels. Self-discipline could do with another level, so we'll do... Deliverance from the humdrum repetition of routine. Progress is progress, no matter the form it takes. Anyway, it was nice to have a moment to myself. Writing desk. Dust rises up in the beam of daylight, reminding you how reliably unclean your desk is. Me and my tendency to neglect things. Just like me, for real, for real. You here? Let's have a look. There's desiccated vellum, dried up reservoir pens, and a few glass jars. Imitation vellum, I hope. The real stuff is made from calf skin. My poor brothers. Anyway, there's nothing mind altering in the desk. I must have cleaned out my reserves. Not even some powdered cocaine in the cracks? Nothing to raise a hair. Not with my tolerance. But there's something small here, at the back of the drawer. What could it be? Your mother's ring. The only heirloom you ever had. A silver band with a small sapphire. It was folded in your blankets when you arrived at the orphanage. Instead of pawning the ring to cover my costs, I'll always let me decide what to do with it. Louis gave me this when I came of age. I remember we were sitting in the courtyard. I saved it all these years, never known what to do with it. I'd better take this with me. Yeah, it might be useful. I'm not worth a little tin. I'm not selling it. Never. A lot of read of a note. What's this? Ah, a note from Aunt Selina. She must have left it while I was out. It reads, "Don't delude yourself into thinking I forgot about your rent. If you don't want to come knocking, you better pay up soon. That woman won't quit nagging me. Atticus, Aunt Selina's been a fair landlady. You don't want to get thrown out on the street, do you? That crone won't quit either. I better take care of my outstanding rent to Aunt Selina. It's not all that much tin, and a roof over my head is a necessity. I'll get the money somehow." What's this god-awful thing again? Good place for your garments, dear fellow. A respectable man must be able to dress for any occasion. A well-tailored waistcoat is held in high regard. Rubbish. Those fancy jacks can turn up their noses, but in the end it's confidence that matters. Why is this wardrobe talking to me? This wardrobe has seen many sots come and go, and so many hearts spilled on pages by starving poets, that it must have soaked up those emotions and developed some of its own. I'd like to believe that, otherwise it's yet another voice in my head. Wrench it open. The wood panelling shakes as I open the sticky door. Careful, Aunt Selina will charge me. How could I forget? My landlady has the eyes of a hawk. Inside the wardrobe is a wasteland of dust and spiders. Some time ago my racks were replete with the finest silks, satins and linens, bespoke waistcoats and pantalettes, soft in lambskin. Do I sense bitterness from this wardrobe? The wardrobe is upset, and it's no small wonder. I sold all my outfits to pay for the last bender. Aye, it was fantastic. Anyhow, I picked up a nostrum to detoxify. Right, I've got a bone to pick with that peddler. Nothing but salinated water and snake oil. Ended up needing an emergency dose from Bixby. Babbling to yourself again? Well, I wish you'd fix the cracks in my fastenings to try for drafty. Only thing to do here is cast my illusion. Sight from the fire, hearing from the ether. Oh, I think we already read this, right? This chant. Bully. Still haven't lost my edge. Can I undo it? I can. I think I'll keep it undone, to be honest. Right then. Lovely smell of books and all that, but don't you have any other interests aside from magical lore? How about a novel? Stories? No thanks, I tend to get lost in them. Real. He's just like me. Let's have a read of the titles. The Minotaur and... I'm not reading all them titles. You guys can read it if you want to, I'll pause it right there. I'm not reading all them titles. No way, Jose! There's a bin right there. However, being a receptacle for disposing of refuse. Would I like to reduce the general filth of the East End? I can get myself of any unwanted items here. No. I'm not tossing out that shit. It's my gin bottle and it's my smokes. An uncommonly handsome specimen of Homo bovini gazes up from the perfectly still water. Why did I ever let things slide for so long? That life was stultifying. There's excitement down every dark alley now. You never know whether the day will bring glory or ruin. I used to hustle quite a crowd of my sidewalk magic shows. I didn't earn enough to buy myself a title, but it was honest living. But how can I focus on that when my head's all muddled with this unfinished business at the orphanage? I'll take care of that first. No, you won't. We'll go everywhere except for there first. The watch faces are of copper, nickel, and whalebone, with bands of brass links, snakeskin, and minotaur leather. Ruddy Aunt Selena. She's still selling minotaur leather. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Take a closer look. The brand is Spoonbacker. Why does that name sound familiar? Ah yes, Spoonbacker of Graz, Austria. This line of automated vendors was quite the fad on the continent when I was a young buck, though I've only ever seen one other like it in London. I remember looking at the case and wanting one for myself. At the time I never had the tin for something so fancy. I was on a bit of a bender that night and decided to smash it in. I couldn't find a brick or a plank or anything else, so I used my fists. Smarted like hell, but I came with over a dozen of them. What a haul. The engineer I sold them to told me the Spoonbacker chopped out as a watchmaker, but he didn't have the capital to get into the guild. He began making these machines instead, and soon enough every watchmaker in the country wanted one. He died a millionaire. Above the ordering panel is a kinetic tableau. I'm not reading that, man. I'm just not gonna know what it is. The default message says welcome, by way of rotating wooden squares behind a protective sheet of glass. I suppose there are more feckless uses of one's money than on a proper timepiece. But buy a watch, madam, sir, madame, sir, watch, madame. Sounds like it's in a bad way. Should we do this one shot? I feel like I'm gonna lose hope if I buy that one. Purchased a whalebone and minotaur leather watch. Only 500? That's crazy. That can't be right. Must be snagged on a punch card. bloody thing's useless. I find selection. Okay. It's completely broken. That's crazy. And I heard I wanted to buy a useless watch. It's crazy. I'm gonna interact with these things, but I don't think there's anything for me. It just says he couldn't do it with his clumsy fingers. Gives chills. It's beautiful. Can you guess what it was used for? Medieval torture, unless it's a trick question. This here's a bloody hoax. It was never used for torture. It was invented in the century. Some clever contractor went around with his prototype trying to get a manufactory to make it. But House of Lords caught wind of the idea. They made sure all of Britain was turning them out in order to make the present day seem less violent than the past. Is that real? Is that true? Can't be. Good to know, but I still can't imagine who would ever buy it. A little slice of history waiting for the right customer to come along. Come to think of it, there are twisted minds in the East End. Somebody would take it off Angelina's hand. Yeah. A free waypoint right there. This is one of the remaining covered wagons. Angelina roamed the British Isles in one of these. Yeah. Alright, so how much do we need? We would need to eat up 25. 50, so we're about what, 55? Not temperament, just to level it up once. We might be able to get a few more points, which would be nice. The silver-haired woman bores holes in me with her eyes. Have I done something to upset her? I can't recall. There you are. I was just thinking to myself, where's the beef? She pauses, waiting for the obscure comment to resonate. All jesting aside, have you come with the coin you owe me for the monthly rent? Another month already gone? There's no, that's crazy. Why do I need an illusionist for this? That is an insane amount of money that she wants right there. You spent the better half of last month asleep in the gutter. It's no wonder you don't notice the passage of time. Yeah. It transpires to have your outstanding rental payment right here. Then hand it over and be quick about it. Lord in heaven, I almost don't believe it. Much watch out for her nails. She almost took a finger along with her money. Fine. The square. Trying to be so tardy next time. Now please quit loitering about. I have work to do. Oh, and here's some mail for you. A pamphlet to be precise. Here it reads, tired of feeling like a placeholder, orphan at your current boarding house? Come to St. Marcus, where every orphan is guaranteed 70 hours a week in the most advanced workhouse in London. A view at the River Thames? That is crazy. But how's it relevant? You're an orphan, aren't you? Trying to get me to move out here? Didn't I just pay rent? 6 weeks late. Oh, no wonder it costs so much. 5 weeks and 6 days, but close enough. Have you come across any tasty gin varieties while collecting curios? Even your penchant for drinking, I'm surprised you didn't notice. My nose found right here. Then again, liquor can do all sorts of things to your sight. Is it actually pink, or are my eyes failing me? I just added some colouring to it to make it look more appetising and get people to notice more easily. 3 shillings. I'll buy it. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. Humph. As if I don't have standards to uphold with the goods I sell. About that pink gin? What about it? Oh. No. Maybe once I'm done with my current errands, I wish to treat that bottle as a reward for hard work done. I just bought it, no? Why would I want to buy another one? And it only gives hope. Yeah, I'm good. I feel like I just got scammed out of 3 shillings. But no worries. We'll make it back. Inquire as to the sale of Minotaur leather. I see you're selling Minotaur leather from the watch vendor outside. Over Spoonbacher. That stuff is aftermarket, so take it up with the manufacturer. Or better yet, Molly herself. She's the one who plunked that thing out there. You don't share the profits then? Not even a halfpenny. Well, if Molly put the machine there, it wouldn't surprise me if Angelina wasn't coming away with anything in the deal. Just how that blasted trollop operates. Molly, I mean. Any road, why of a sudden interest in how I run my business? If I weren't so savvy, you wouldn't have a roof over your head. Morals and profits can coexist, it just takes effort. I don't philosophize, especially not with you. Now please, I'm very busy. Just not taking pointers on this topic. Are you aware that the screen back outside is acting up? Fine, acting up. £500 for the watch. That's so. Well, be that as it may, it isn't my responsibility to fix it. That'd be Molly's. Now then, out with it. What is it that you needed? I was just basking in our warm rapport. Alright, you cheeky gimcrack. You've got nothing more to say than off with you. I think that's everything. Yeah. Oh, hold on, what's this? A wooden crate engraved with the insignia of a strange instrument. Ah, you weren't supposed to find that. No matter, I doubt you'll be interested. Why is that? Because I don't know what's inside, you have to buy it to find out. It's only 5 shillings. I'll take it. Pleasure doing business. I bet I just got scammed again. A box full of cosmetic doodads. Useless. Surely it's useful for something. The game's lying to me, man. I did not get scammed twice. Once for a pink gin and once for a loot box. I refuse. I did not. Let's eat up 2 of them. So we're not too close to being full on the happiness. It's a waste. If we get unhappiness at when we have 100 happiness, every point is wasted. There's a smell of burnt tallow in the air. What is that? Animal fat. And I rushed up in the rubble. Perhaps it was a laundry, and I forgot to pay Molly her protection money last month. Looks to be just a house, but this room may have been a rush room. Even if there's anything salvageable in the rubble, it would take a team of oxen to lift this crossbeam. I'm bloody strong, but not that strong. No, I could do it. If it was me, I could do it. Let's head for the station. I will be right back. I need to go take care of something. I'll be back shortly. I am back. What do we have in terms of journal? Oh. Looks like we didn't get scammed on the pink gin. It's part of a quest. It doesn't look like anything too pressing, so we can just go anywhere. Let's start with Catherine Docks. Or we can start with this, I guess, and then go here, then here, then here, then here. Let's do it like that. This is back where we started, basically. Only weirdly important shite. I'm not going back to the sewers. There's no reason for me to do so. Actually, there might be. We can test it out. You need something, or you're just intruding on Paco Melendez's personal space for nothing. Take it you're Paco then. Everyone knows Paco Melendez. I'm Molly's best bruiser. What do you want? I doubt that everyone knows Paco. Everyone knows Paco. It's a little surprising that I've never heard of Paco. What did you say? Is he nearby, or... Oh, I get it. You're just stupid. Ask him what he knows about the missing poster. Aye, what of it? Bullbrain. Know anything about those missing children? I don't like what you're implying, Lobcock. You got 7 seconds to leave before I do something about it. Why 7 seconds? Wouldn't even be a fair fight. This one has far more bark than bite, despite appearances. You can make yourself clear, Bovine. You only got 8 seconds now. Can you just add a second? Math would not appear to be Paco's ballyrick. Goodbye then, Paco Melendez. Yeah, you better leave. It's like one of them small dogs that bark. Good thing I kept my distance while looking for its power source. Can I do anything with this? I doubt it. At least I didn't get fried to a crisp and trying to cut the wire. I think I can enter the Palladium now. Doubt it's open yet. So I just head to the orphanage first. Nope, I cannot. I thought we unlocked that shit. Oh. Can't be too hard on the sisters. It didn't matter what they had. Not that I made things any easier to live through. Still, what might become a move out and doesn't bear thinking about it to get the arms they need. Charity stuff. Basically just a free hope thing right there. You know what, we can just go ahead and just smoke both of these. So that's 75 and we're at level 13. We must have Sprans level 21, which could be useful. Very useful. I don't know if we can go in here. A heavy door that's blocking my way. There's an oxidized chain padlock over the hasp. Someone wants to stop by to replace the one I broke the other night. Should be a soft job as long as this lock isn't rusted through. Ah. I don't think we need to bother too much. Let's do animal instinct. Come on. Thank you, thank you. That'll do. And we're in. And we can go back in there again. I don't know why we'd want to. Let me just make sure there's nothing in here. Looks like that smelly old corpse was hauled off. Perhaps for the first time the wheels of city sanitation are turning. Alright, well let's go inside the warehouse then. And have a little look in there. Maybe we can find some money. Sandhog uniform is not of interest anymore. Okay. Latched and padlocked. Found to be treasure under the latch, but I'll have to find a key. I don't know if you'll ever find one, but nothing else here but a pile of crates. Oh, a barrel of moonshine? Here's that moonshine again. Tempting, but I was thinking of cutting back. It beggars belief. And yet purely for experimental purposes. My throttle is craving. Let's take the edge off. My hands are shaking. I'm tapping this barrel. It tastes delicious. That's what I call bootleg. Then there's that hazy aura I wanted, as if every object could bloom at any moment. Wait, let's have another. Hit the spot. Somatic nervous system is slowing down. Let's have another. Oh, so I can just keep doing this as much as I want until my hope's gone. Okay. And it doesn't even give me like a drunk thing or anything. That's enough, only wanted a taste. Okay, so we can just hit this whenever we want for 3 points. Did I just get plus 10 hope for saying I'm done? Oh. I got plus 10 hope for saying I would never do it again. That gives me an idea. So how much do we have? We can go down to 50. Now we have 80. So we can do this quite a few times. Have another. Oh. The spot reflexes is the last century. Let's have another. Something to miss. Seems like the walls are leaning in. Those bricks shouldn't be melting like that. My heart beats slower by the second. Oh. A penny people lies in a rain puddle, sodden and scarcely legible, save for these lines. Man saw body found, no known relatives, save us help by the Sacred Heart, arms accepted. Oh, so if you just drink it too much, you just die. That's... okay. So how many can we actually have then? One. 2. 3. 4. I think this is the limit. It's enough when I wanted a taste. And then new save. Yeah, I was right. So then we now say we're done with this shit and we get plus 10 hope back. So we can cut them back. I promise to consider this for one last drink, but after this I'm good to go. And boom. 70 optimism and 4 points into the next level already. We just got a free little lick right there. Crazy. Already emptied it, nothing left to take. Embers burning fiercely. Hot coals banked with an unsurpassed dexterity. I was all but eliminated. Nothing to do here but stare at the flames. Tiger bright flames in the brass belly furnace. Dying and living and being reborn. A small fire. It's a microcosm of ever burning, ever changing oblivion. Sweltering temperature in the heart of the fire. A deadly dance that's hard to look away from. The heat billows out and my face is sweating now. Eyes half-lidded and glazed. Here's a glimpse of the end for so many. Eternal pain for those who believe in it, or for the lost ones who believe in nothing. Sometimes there's a voice in these unexamined objects. I only need to listen well to hear it. It's wonderful, but I better stop before I damage what little sight I have. You know what, that's worth it. I'll take a -5 hope for +1 animal instinct. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. If it was spryness, like, I don't know, I wouldn't be happy with it. But it wasn't spryness. Still hard at work. Is there something I can do for you? Nope. That's enough, I can't take any more. Alright, let's go have a little look on the sewers. I'm glad I came back down here, man. We got so many skill points. We've gotten +5 skill points. Or for basically 3, really. Just by coming down here. And there's shit down here we can rob. Oh man. Looks like he was sent upstairs by a fiend from the underground. I just hope his death wasn't a slow one. I should push on. No sense dwelling on it. Alright, let's go steal from this coffer then. Hopefully we can get a few pounds. A grimy old strongbox. Smells of mildew. Or maybe that's the whole place. Someone gave the lock a good bashing at some point while it pivoted smoothly and... musty old linen. A Rumpelstiltskin door cap and 10 shillings. Nice. Fortune shines in a Minotaur today. We just made our money back from buying the pink gin and the loot. I gave up 10 shillings, can't ask for more than... I can ask for more than that, don't lie. A plush teddy with missing eye and matted mohair fur. Damn, this thing is dusty and creepy besides. Let's leave it alone. Left down here by Annika or Bertram, I suppose. The seams are coming apart, sawdust spilling out. The poor thing could use a new owner. Maybe I'll take it with me. The single eye is endearing somehow. There's no smell of gunpowder, doubt it's combustible. Pleased to see it. Chat, that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Oh look, it's our first time interacting with the teddy bear. Oh. You just somehow already know what this says. Right, chat? Oh no, that didn't happen either. Alright. Did I choose self-discipline? Okay, I mean, we do need some of that shite. The spryness is a non-issue, really. Come on. Oh look, shite, we succeeded, first try. Oh, isn't that crazy? There's a dull crimson stain behind the ear. Could it be dry blood? So it's not only filthy, but it's got a grisly past. It's a grizzly bear. If it belonged to a child, I hope they didn't come to harm. And come here, you. It's mine now. I'll tell you with a single... Yeah, no wonder it was found in the sewers. Maybe it'll come in handy somewhere. Maybe not. Scattered gin bottles, all of them empty. Looks like bottom shelf stuff anyway. Annika didn't strike me as a drinker. The sweet burn of slowberry is sure as hard to resist. Right through the blackthorn tree. A strip of canvas, a guttering candle and paper scraps. Someone's been sleeping here. Thanks, detective. This must be where Annika was bedding down for a while. I don't blame her for leaving it. This thing is almost as grimy as my own mattress. Good point, the garret could use a deep clean. Yeah. What is it? Yeah, that's the room we're in. Small upper room, yeah. But who's got time for that? There's too much to explore in the outside world. Real. Search underneath the filthy bedroll. I thought it was going to hit me for failure right there. Spryness has increased to level 21. Plus 1 blood and old key is added to inventory. That is truly foul, but look at this, I found a key. Could it be for the hidden cache upstairs, the one below the manhole cover? Oh shit, yeah. Thank you, I forgot about that. Well, I didn't forget about it, I remember seeing like we needed a key for something, but I forgot what it was for. Well, I'm sleeping mat, you'll have a time and mouldy air. And it looks like we're done here. Just make sure, yeah. Alright. Let's finish up down here and then we'll go up top and get the manhole cover. That door says it's locked, but I think we can rectify that potentially. A bell teeter's here, risking ruination should it topple from the edge. Oh, that's from when the people were arguing down there. We could use a distraction, I think. Let's have a little look over here. Pool of blood. Perhaps there's a lot of blood. A fatal amount, I'd say. A wooden locker with steel dowels and bolts. Embossed with the seal of the senior service. Let's take a gander inside. I raised the lid on a set of squeaky hinges. It's full of bottles, free for the taking. Take a bottle of gin. Yes, this will do nicely. Very nice. That's also for our quest, so it's a good thing we did it. All lights in the panel are red, while save for the green one, the pump house gauge. Is it open or something? I guess you wouldn't know. Let's interact with the handle if we can. Why don't we give it a whirl? Try it. I wonder what it does. Let's give it a turn. No go, it's catching on some unseen sprocket. I can force it. Let's go. The stripping of unseen threads, the handle snaps in the sprocket, it hangs there in flimsy dysfunction. It won't even budge now. Did I just do what I think I did? Did I just raise the water level again? Or is that meant to lower the water level? I think that's meant to lower the water level. But me just broke it. It was kind of funny. New save. I'm fine with that. Give me a free animal instinct point. We really are getting like a lot of points just from being down here. The mechanism is shot. There's nothing else to do here. I wonder if this light is now green. Nope. The pump house captain. I ran into him last time I was down here, but he's no longer out on patrol. How the blazes you get into the control room? You don't remember me? You get lots of ruffians down there. You expect me to remember them all? I'll scram. There's pool of blood. You seem hale and whole, so what happened? Hey, don't it look like an engineer? He got snuffed, didn't he? Accident, he says, though I heard it was some giant that did it for him. Giant? Then that corpse I saw was... Perhaps that of the unfortunate engineer, yes. What a way to go. A giant, you say? Aye, some mutant fella the bilgeman had been whispering about. I wonder if it's to do with this courtesan kill everyone's been buzzing about lately. As though the city needs more than one brutal murderer preying on the populace. If that's all, then I'd best get back to work. Some of us don't have time to stand around yattering all day. Aye, right next to the blood no one's bothered to clean up yet. How grotesque. Take care then. Alright, let's move on. Let's go down to this locked door then. See if we can break that lock open too. Let's save. Overwrite. Nothing else to do here but stay at the rivets. Nope. Alright, let's go back up into the alleyway then. And then we will open up that cache. And then we'll be done down here. And we can move on to the next area. Alright. I wonder if it'll be quicker to go up to the beggar's lane than go through the door. But it's a little bit too late for that now, I believe. Go to the warehouse. Alright, let's go see what we can do. I don't think there's anything left to do with this. Aye, no regrets. Only after we worked almost enough to kill ourselves. Alright, I think it's in here. Right, the old key. Aha, that's done it. This fancy old key is a perfect fit. Don't think you need it for anything else. 20 £20. Is that? No, that's crazy. By the fates, a sheaf of banknotes over £20. Looks like this Minotaur ship has finally come in. And a grimy old pamphlet as well. That's interesting, but might as well have a read. As I open the pamphlet, a scrap of paper drifts down to my feet. On the 5th of May, Jack O'Malley is a dead man. That's Molly's husband, or he was, a long time ago. Perhaps the pamphlet will shed some light on this. We live under a bifurcate system, where the wealth generated by the proletariat is unjustly harvested by our bourgeois overlords, while the workers live in squalor and poverty. This system is maintained by a corrupt judiciary and enforced by low-level street folks commonly called the police. These facts are evident and require no further justification. Let it be known that the Red Pack declared its opposition to this system through the education and organisation of the workers. We will bring the oppressors to their knees, and through direct action we shall tear down every corrupt structure and, if necessary, eliminate every adherent to the old ways. Okay. Direct action unfortunately necessitates violence against the oppressor. We abhor bloodshed, but it's the violence of systematic disenfranchisement and theft to the point of kleptocracy that demands direct action. With the bourgeois lay down their arms and surrender their ill-gotten wealth, violence would be unnecessary. Therefore, let the consequences rest on their heads alone. A new era of justice and prosperity is almost upon us, friend, wherein the working class shall reap the rewards of their sweat and labour, and the parasitic ownership class shall become a distasteful footnote in a glorious new history. Will you join the Red Pack and witness the fruition of an equal society, or fall under the boots and bullets of the capitalist dogs? This man's kind of based. I knew of the old rivalry between the Red Pack and Doghounds, but I hadn't known the extent to which they tried to revolutionise society. Not only did Molly have a personal interest in putting down the Red Pack, but perhaps a political one as well. She wouldn't have wanted to wait for a full-scale revolution to play out, but would rather claw her way to the top of the current system. Anyway, nothing like a little light reading to get the blood up. It's true, if it was worth the effort, and I can ask Molly about it if I ever see her dastardly face again. Chat with Rich. We went from being broke as a joke to being rich. We can now buy anything we want. We can buy a shit ton of brandy. We could actually get like 30 shillings with a pink gin. Hopefully get some cigarettes out the back of that truck. And get an entirely almost free level of wits. Which would be nice. If that's the case, then I'm kind of tempted to change my order of investigation and go to Sorrow Square next. That's what we're gonna do. I think that's the best call of action right here, to be honest with you. Sorrow Square, it is. Right, let's go down this way first. On track with this shit again, because why the fuck not? Maintenance is lacking. I think it'll be filthy no matter how much to clean. Or rather, no matter how many cleaners they hire. The good thing is that last time you have to go through all of these. And then from then on it would just be talking to people, you know? Anything in particular you're looking for? Nope. I'll be leaving. Bye, have a good time. We're already making decent progress. There's no need on looking for the obituary. Just manners hope. We don't need it. Right, let's speak to the dockhound, see if we can get some shit for free. Theseus's corpse. Those legs of his must be hard to walk on. Name's Atticus Daly. Olivia Lynn. I did a deal at work for Molly years ago. How did you betrayed yourself? Once I got the leg organs fitted, I committed to a particular type of work, right? So if you're in my line, Molly's the best around. Now, I can't figure out what you're doing out here, keeping watch. In a manner of speaking, I'm waiting for the customer to pick up that wagon yonder. It's stolen goods, cigarette mostly. Come to the job and convince her of your underworld credibility. Imagine if that gave me a minus 100 and just said fuck you. Fail. A tipple's just a thing to pass for time when you're on the lookout, damn boring work. Not to worry, I came prepared. This is a hand to tip an imaginary hat. Hey, I can't have you standing here when the customer arrives, but there's time for you to take a wee peek at the cargo over there. Go on, help yourself. Looks quite cheerful when she sees me. Atticus? Yeah, I'm still standing here, don't give me that look. Alright, big bet. Let me get this. This cart's filled to the corners with packets of gaspers. Cigarettes. Nobody's gonna miss a single packet. Does make me wonder why Molly's to keep a cart full of them though. Are black market cigarettes that profitable? That's not how that woman thinks. She'll do a crime just for the fun of it. Based. Do crimes to have fun, not for profit. Good thing outlook. It's a very good outlook to have on life. I really respect it. Let's enter Nandy's shop. See if we can't do anything here. Probably not, but... Another thing about it, I bet I have one she hasn't read back in the garret. I should mention it to her. Oh, new task. Bleach white bones. Yeah, whatever. We've already read this. Some of them are the exact same, some are slightly different. But as the note just there, sometimes we get like a task or a skill point or whatever just from looking at it by different perspectives. So it was worth coming in here. Hello, Nandy. Atticus Daly, always a delight to have you in my house of wares. How can I be of help to you today? Pleasure's mine, Miss Maboso. Always smells of herbs and flowers in Nandy's. It really is a pleasure. This tree here, it's enormous. How long has it been here? Even I don't know the answer to that query, nor did the occupants before me. Its origins remains a mystery, but what's important is what it brings now. Ask about it. Quite the collection you have over there. And which one would that be? I have many, you see. Your books. Most of them I have never seen before. Ah yes, some of these are older than both of us combined, and others are from lands far away from here. I take a particular interest in the unknown, and when it's acquired enough unique knowledge that benefits others, they become more valuable and value has its price. I have one you may like, not as rare, but very specific. It could add to your considerable value. It would be my pleasure to see it, though I doubt its content will be unfamiliar to me. Maybe you'll be surprised. Perhaps. Offer the bank. You think you could convert this bank draft to cash? A persona non grata with the banks in these parts. Hope she's the right person to ask, could always use some more dosh. You know, this is not a financial institution, Atticus. I do not even know what to make of such a document. Well. Suppose I must hold on to it a while longer. Anything else? So, Miss Barroso, I wonder if you could take a glance at this ring. I've been carrying around. It used to belong to my mother. Your mother, you say? Let me have a look. Yes, it's still in garnet, I believe. It could stand to be cleaned. Alright, can we clean it then? Let's clean it. I have a rather strange question, but I think you might be the right person to ask. Of course, ask. However strange it may be, I promise I have heard stranger. Periodically, more often than I would like, I hear an old woman's voice in my head scolding me or making suggestions. This is more common than you think. Is the voice friendly? Yes, it seems to want to help me, but shouldn't I be concerned about my mental health? There's always the brain doctor if you're worried, but it's most likely harmless. My advice is to make peace with this voice and above all listen. Very likely it has something important to convey. I see you have a gin bottle on display here. That I do, a most troublesome acquisition as the label implies. Troublesome gin? Why such a name? Well, any sort of liquor has the potential to cause trouble, does it not? Not necessarily, I say. Let's see if it lives up to its name. Know that I shall not be responsible for any incident caused by the use of that bottle. I'm good. Got anything stocked that makes the fate smile down on me? As it happens, I am in possession of a grist. A Voden staple that brings good fortune to its owners. £2. That's a deal then. As always, it's a plush doing business with the likes of you. To get the most out of a grist, just place it in a safe place that is often used for presenting oneself to the outside world. Understood. Safe place that is often used for presenting oneself. On my clothes, maybe? I don't know. I'd better be on my way now. Good day to you, Miss Barroso. It was £2, so we should be fine. This is only 4p, right? It is. We could buy 10 for 40p. It should be less than a shilling. My calculations are correct. One, two. Got any more? That's my favourite time of the fates, besides it cost me a pretty penny to acquire it. I'll be on my way now. Good day to you, Miss Barroso. What's the day to you, Atticus? Good man, Miss Barroso. Okay. So we can only buy 3. So then, if I just chuck 2 of them, am I gonna get cooked? Drunk. Well, let's just smoke 3 more off the rip right now. 1, 2, 3. 55 content. We can get some more pink gin. I know where we got Jeremiah's gin from. We're gonna go back to our place anyway. So we can probably get some more after the pink gin. Just go through all this real quick. Wouldn't take too long. Oh yes, there's this right here too. +5 hope. How many herbs can match my handsomeness? Yeah, true. I'm really handsome, man. It'd be difficult for them to match it. Sir, I'm on to your time, if you please. My name is Calvin Quill, sir, and I'm an artist. You see me in a reduced station, but soon I shall rise like the morning star among the London elite. Then you can claim to have named me when, as the expression goes. You may be reduced in station, but not in odour. I see. What sort of artist are you, Mr. Quill? I am a poet, sir. A penny poet. Though they cost me dearly, I sell my wares cheaply, so all may enjoy them. Everyone is guaranteed to be new and original. Bit skint, I'm afraid. What to say to a halfpenny? Listen, sir. Poverty of coin is a passing malady, sometimes painful, but the strong soul will endure. But poverty of the spirit is a ghastly affliction, which can hurry anyone to the grave, from the wealthiest duke to the humblest street sweeper. Fine, have a penny. I'm not broke anyway, I've got quite a bit of money. Very well, I've always had a soft spot for art. Here's your penny. Ah, perfect, just a moment. Carries an inkpot and clothing, what an industrious fellow. There once was a man at Saw Brown, the toast of old London town, until one day, walking the docks in naught but his socks, he fell in the Thames and drowns. Cheers, Calvin, I'll treasure it forever. Thank you, sir. May the written word always soothe your ills and light your way. Alright, well, shit, man. Time to move on. I don't think... Oh no. Okay, no, we're good. Well, me Cully, what are you staring at? Self-discipline. I haven't the time to argue with a greengrocer. Go on then, scat. You married my brother anyway. I'd sooner make friends with a pit viper. Gotta change your art, eh? Food's good for the art, you know. I must say, I was lured by the display. If you're looking for pomegranates, mangoes and such, you can clear off. I don't deal with any of those sissified imports. Nothing but honest English produce. That's Gulliver Dawson's byword. I have to admire the man's loyalty to all Blighty. Suddenly this English produce isn't to my liking. Think I prefer something more satisfying. What? Now don't tell me you're another meat eater down here wasting my time. I didn't get so barrel-chested by eating grapes. Then go and catch up with my two-faced brother there. You filled your hog skank and enough guts to need a girdle. Shank, not skank. Your brother, who might that be? That butcher over yonder way. Where does he get my blood up? Now clear out and have yourself a heaping pile of sweetbreads for all I care. What is it you want now? I wanted to talk to you about this brother who makes you so angry. When we first came to London, we shared a tiny room in a ruined tenement. I'm a vegetarian, but my thrice-cursed brother's the sloppiest meat eater I've ever seen. That steak he once ate was the last straw. That's kind of funny. It really is. That's really fucking funny, actually. Wait, that's 6. But we're close to being able to get this straight up to 15, which would be useful. That often seems to be the way with siblings. The smallest disagreements lead to the direst of grudges. No, this is too funny. The fact that you let him live off that shows you're a man of great restraint. Exactly, my feelings on the matter. Here's one in the house. Gee, thanks, Mr. Dawson. Wish you the best. Yeah, that was too funny. We had to. We had to go for that option. It was too funny. See the zone in a positive light. Oh, I should have... Oh, well, whatever. Whatever, it's fine, it's fine. Here you are, butcher. Out taking the air, are we? Lovely day for it. Can I assume you're the Gavin Dawson mentioned in the signage? Well, ain't you a bright one, especially for a bull man, but don't fash yourself. We got all the beef we need at the moment. That was completely uncalled for. Your brother went on quite a rant about your falling out, claimed you're a messy eater. And what if I am? You surprised you don't do it in public? I guess anything goes in one's private residence. That's Gulliver down to the ground. Telling every Tom and Richard on the street about what's no more than a family affair gone haywire. Haywire, you say? The only thing I ever asked that lettuce eating cretin to take good care of my darling Flo whilst I was away for a few months. And you know what he did? He killed 5 men in a rage. That heartless bastard let her die. She was just the prettiest little parlour palm you ever saw. Gets my blood up just thinking on it. I'll never forgive him. Succeed. Thank you. You see that exactly. You know, Mr. Dawson, I have no siblings of my own. That's why it pains me to see you two at odds. Could you, for my sake, at least consider forgiving your brother? If you're willing, I could act as a go-between. Aye, perhaps that's the Christian thing to do. Okay, if you raise for notion with Gulliver, I'm willing. I'll make tracks. That dust you're kicking up is blowing into my eyes. Well, it was good to see you, but I better not be on my way. Aye, you do that. Chat, we're gonna reconcile them. I'm gonna bring them back together. I talked to your brother earlier. Told me he's willing to let bygones be bygones. What say you? That's so. Well, I'll admit I need some time to think about it. Perhaps I'll pay him a visit once I'm done with work for the day. I think I'm all set, thanks. Is there anything else? No. I want to see if that butcher has anything else to say. I don't think so, but we'll see. Back again? It was good to see you, but be better be on my way. Yeah, no, nothing else to say. Alright, well. I need to speak to him too, unfortunately. You can also do a painting. I'll take £3 of our hard-earned money that we stole from a grate in the sewer. But we can get a painting done. I painted a portrait at the guess, but the single-eyed to work without perspective must be tricky business. Art is an avenue of expression forever closed to me. I apprenticed to a stonemason once, and must have bashed my knuckles a dozen times in the days I lasted. Good day, madam. I am Atticus Daly. I take it you're a painter? That I am. I'm one of the best in London. Tesco Lincoln is my name. I specialise in portraits, as you can see. You know, I met one of your fellow artists in similar straits, except that you seem to be enjoying at least some measure of success. Calvin Quill, penny poet extraordinaire. That scoundrel? My, but does he get around. My, but he does get around, forgive me. Calvin and I shared a fling in the past, more than one actually. If I had to guess, the relationship is still ongoing. He's such a flighty, mopey thing, yet I somehow find the combination of raw passion and a fragile ego endearing. The accent is unfamiliar. It's not any flavour of British that I know. That's because I'm not from England. I migrated from America not that long ago. Certain factions in that country make it difficult for a woman of my colour and my number of eyes. I could say something similar about England. You have my sympathy. Thank you. I'm much obliged. Well, ought to see one of the best painters in London flogging her work in the street. Is it? There are few professions where one doesn't begin at the bottom, unless one is lucky enough to have financial backing. Then again, artistic talent cannot be faked with money. That is one advantage to my trade, Mr. Daly. The work is judged on merit alone. To paint my portrait, Miss Lincoln? Yes, I believe so. The price is £3. Alright, I'm ready. Let's begin. You have a striking form, Mr. Daly. Very satisfying to capture with the brush. Well, thank you, Miss Lincoln. I'll be sure to have this installed at your place. Just give me your visiting card. Okay. Sure thing, I always carry freedom on my person. As you're doing business, Mr. Daly. Good luck to you. And to you, Miss Lincoln. Alright, so that's hopefully the most expensive purchases that we need to do here. We're up to 75. Let's smoke a few cigarettes. 60. New save. So how are we for weight now? 4. That takes us up to 6. So we need to find 4 more weight. Now upgrade us to 15, which is pretty good. 5 more self-discipline would be nice too. But we'll see. Ahem, can I help you? If you're looking for the poorhouse, it's back in the other direction. Fellows keeping a close watch on goings around the square. Definitely not a copper though, right? Good day to you, sir. I am Atticus Daly. You seem like a fellow of some importance around here. How about an introduction? Yves Chalamet Duvel. Some orphans went missing as of late. Can't imagine how the citizens are feeling right now. Pardon me. Perhaps they feel that they've failed their charges. This fellow is tied up as a lord in Parliament. And good day to you, Mr. Charlemagne Duvel. Good day. Truly, I can't imagine what it is you could be wanting, but I haven't the curiosity to find out. Good day. Okay. A little bit rude. Maybe, do we have a sore spot for him? The orphans. Ask if the bobbies can handle the East End. What's the turmoil in the East End these days about our good old blue banders think up to the job? Can't really say. I'm a simple centaur with simple pleasures. He doesn't love to run down the police, that too. Interesting, what pleasures might those be? Listen, fellow, I don't wish to be rude, but a man must have time to sit with his private thoughts. Perhaps I could be inclined to have a chat with you later. Alright, I just wanted to test something. I'm gonna go back to what I originally selected. Okay, wrong one. This one, I believe. Nope. This one should be good though. There we go. That's what I originally bought up. Alright, we got the Treacher Hotel and wrap around, and we should be good here. And Isaac spoke unto Abram, his father. Ah, good day to you, sir. I trust those horns you're sporting don't mean a hostility to the Lord's word. Haha. Sorry, that was in poor taste. And a monster. That's pretty good. We'll do... Remark on the way he's dressed. I've occasionally seen a vagrant stand on Preaching Street when sausage on gin, but you're dressed like a real man of the cloth. Did the church assign you to this pulpit? The Catholic Church? No, I took my orders from the church, but for now I am, as it were, a free agent. The preacher is running from something. I wonder why it hasn't caught up. Anyway, well met, sir. My name's Ellie McBride. May I presume you're a man of faith, mister? No, I'm not. An unequivocal answer to a simple question. How refreshing. I only wish the path to the Lord has chosen for me is laid out so plainly. Hard to imagine a man like you having doubts. Even the strongest among us must be tested, and I am far from the strongest. We were Jesus' followers after all, vagrants and thieves, and when else should you stand to better reach those who need his word the most? Thank you. That is a well-timed reminder of what truly matters. As long as I stick to the work and stay true to scripture, I cannot stray far. I did not mean to imply that my road was an easy one. I was raised from a very good young age by the good women of Sacred Heart Orphanage. For the most part, they are a credit to your kind, yes. Yes, indeed, I get your meaning exactly, my friend. I myself had dealings with the church's network of orphanages many years back. Unfortunately, instead of rejuvenating my faith, the experience left me shaken. Ask Eli for information about missing children. Oh, and what that might be. Ask about the missing orphans. I'm hoping to perform a service for my alma mater if you'll forgive the jest. I mean, Sacred Heart Orphanage. 2 young people in their charge have gone missing, a boy, Bertram, and a girl, Julie. Have you heard anything? The colour drains from Eli's face. I'm afraid I'd rather not discuss this at the moment, perhaps at a later date. He's hiding something. Maybe if I had more of a personal connection to the case, I could persuade him to help. Always good to see you, Eli. You've no idea how welcome a friendly face is down here. Alright, nothing else we can do here. We need getting more information or progress somehow to get him to speak. Have we already read it? I don't remember reading it. Yes, so. Free hope. More free hope. Next to power cell to play at jousting. Alright, so how much hope do we have now? 70? Alright. Perfect. We burn through all our cigarettes. We'll need 3 more wit. And we'll have our wit at a good level too. Free hope again. We have a tosser down there by the beds and such. And the hotel. As I said, once we get through, like, doing all these side things right here, we'll, it'll just be a matter of speaking to people. Should be nice. Have a quick glance through the areas and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? I already took it. No, we didn't. So, didn't the woman take everything? Take everything? What's the use of an indoor fountain if you can't even bathe in it? That's pretty funny. Might as well toss it in the bin. Like tea, but gin is better. Why would I steal a key? They'd find that out so easily. Nah, I'm good off that. Chat, if you guys want to read them, you can, but they're very similar to what you've already read quite a few times. They're sorry, the Belljar's hard-working concierge. A pleasant enough person once you get on their bad side, like I have. Can't recall the incident, but I'm sure I was sozzled. Result being a ban from the hotel indefinitely. Ask us daily. This is promising, no name calling or threats to involve the police. Not yet, at least. Inveigle your way back into her good graces. I'm used to see it at first try. It's just that easy, boys. So good to see you again, sorry. I haven't forgot the temporary ban you implemented, but I'm happy to say my voice is under control now. I'm a new Minotaur. Yes, I suppose it's been long enough. Your ban is officially lifted. What can I do for you? How have you been? How's the hotel business? Business has been going reasonably well. Thank God no one's been murdered here, at least. I'm still working long hours, much too long in fact, but I can't find anyone new who I trust to do the job. Does the Belljar keep any exotic brands of gin behind the counter? Afraid not. It's the same licensed stuff you can find anywhere. How about a cigarette instead? Ah, yes please, and thank you very much. You're welcome, but I'm in short supply, so don't come back here begging for more. Suppose I'll take to the bricks again. Ta-ta for now. Alright. Another 3 points of wits. 2 more. I'm gonna be on a really good level for wits with this character. I don't know how high the DC checks go, but I haven't seen anything higher than a 23 just yet. Maybe later in the game we will. But so long as we keep developing, we should be fine. At least that's what I hope. And we are now finished in the hotel. Just gotta deal with this tosser right here. A real life man taught my humble stall. Marvellous. Can I ask how much are you influenced by the cow bull side of your disposition? Tell him that reason guides you. I am a creature of thought and reason, my good fellow, just as I assume you to be. Of course, I did not intend to employ any different. I am Sir Willard Rathbone, and this here is Dulcimer. Is Dulcimer the ostrich or the monkey? Why the monkey, dear boy? What kind of name is Dulcimer for an ostrich, I ask you? Of course. Can you give me a rundown of your inventory? My inventory consists of exactly these animals you see before you. Tortoises, badgers, owls, ravens, jackdaws, the lot. Though there is a pair of elephants I was forced to move to a barn out in Gravesend, a Bobby gave me a ticket for bringing them into town. Public nuisance, he said, if you can believe it. Did you capture them by yourself? My good sir, I most definitely did. But aren't these docile creatures can compare to the Siberian tiger I wrangled in the Orient? Bloody cat tore my left arm clean off. It was too mangled to reattach. If you look closely, you can see the replacement is a titch off colour and a full 0.3 inches short. Ah yes, how could I not tell that it was shorter than your old arm? This loot is more of a magpie than a man. He's the one who should be in a cage. Mind if I ask how you came by your knighthood, Sir Rathbone? Not at all. You won't be surprised that it was in service to the Queen. Why am I sceptical? One of the royal family's summer homes in Aberdeenshire, I believe it was, had an infestation of cockroaches. Very unusual for the location, but wherever they waved their antennae, Dictyoptera is a dastardly difficult species to root out. I've just squashed a lot of them with a few stomps at the old hoof. Now then, I had a solution no one else could offer. The humble armadillo. I happened to have a mated pair on hand and learnt into the royal family dealt with their pest problem. When they hadn't seen a single cockroach in a month, I was knighted. A fine range of animals you have here, sir, but I am not in the market for a pet. Perfectly understandable, my good Minotaur. It costs nothing to gaze upon these beasts. I wonder if he would... I bet he's the type of guy who would put a Minotaur on display in a cage if he could. %100% he would. I feel like he's definitely that type of guy. I should have mastered that preambulation word. I was too quick with it. A barrel full of piss. Yeah. Look at the beds for vagrants. And I bet this guy wants money again. How to avoid him in this town. Good day, sir. Good day to you, madam, sir. And who might you be? Call me Atticus. Why the ruby gone look? Is something wrong? No, well yes, something is wrong since you asked them all for dry, my lord. Parched something fierce to me, flat purse is gone. Does this flat purse have actual money in it? What exactly happened to this purse of yours? I was minding my own business, sitting down, lying down for the rest of the wharf. This bloke bends all over all sneaky like and filches me turn right from my pocket. It was yesterday, I think, maybe. Wasn't today of that, I'm sure. You're saying you were pickpocketed while sleeping in the street. Exactly right. Or maybe I dropped it. Anyway, I don't have it, do I? That's the important bit. And the fella what done it smelled the brine. It was one of them salty wolf dogs for sure. Are you willing to share your tin if I retrieve it for you? Aye, sure I would. What? Okay, I'll keep my eye open for a stray flat purse and let you know if I stumble across it. Thank you. Much obliged. I'm curious about something, Mr. Pickett. How did you end up in such a sorry state? Well, aren't you high and meaty mighty coming down from your ivory tower to take a look at the unfortunate son? You want to know how old Poe got to be this way, do you? I suppose I do. Well, aren't you a rambunctious sort? I'll tell you then. He brushes back the filthy hair from his forehead to reveal a jagged right line. As he is a scar from the old mutton shunters. They came in with dead of night, says to me, I'm late on rent. I says to them I paid it last Tuesday. You know what they say? Ah, what a terrible mistake we've made. Carry on sleeping then. He says nothing, just sits me over the edge of a truncheon and dumps me on the street. Landlord changes the locks, all me things still inside, a weekend, building's been bought by the bank. So he ran up the tents to sell the building. I've been trying since then, believe you me, Lord someone sort or other. But your luck can just spoil, and after it's just spoiled. That sounds like as good as reasons I need to find his wallet. Maybe I can prove him wrong. Yeah, maybe we can. Maybe we can indeed. Steer clear. The foreign panes of glass cut. Free hope. Need it after losing 10 from that bullshit. That's fine. No biggie. No biggie indeed. Let's quickly go through this dialogue. Wait, can we go in there? Oh, I didn't notice it. I didn't even notice it inside there before. Come closer, Governor. Please don't be afraid. Don't bite except that one with the red stripe on his face. I got my eye on you, buddy. Here we go, chat. What exactly is your business, sir? Call me Pavel, please. My name is Pavel Gerard, and my business is catching and selling rats. As if simply catching them wasn't unsavoury enough. Since you have so many contacts in London, perhaps you know where a man saw I could find a decent bottle of gin. I don't have any for myself because of the crackdown on bootlegging with all the smugglers getting pinched. The price has gone up something awful, amen. But the Palladium is a good bet. Molly O'Malley's in there all the time, and I know she ain't drinking no swill. I'm making an investigation into the courtesans going missing from East End. You see plenty of traffic here. I wonder if you've heard anything. Courtesans? Well, I know I make a striking figure, sir, but though I appear to be a high-born gentleman, I haven't a farthing to spend on ladies of a night. Nope, don't know nothing about it, sir. But if you've heard tell of rats going missing, that's a crime I will confess to, haha. Surely this is some sort of jape. You don't mean you actually turn a profit with these vermin? A man could pluck one up from the gutter whenever he chooses. I jest do not, sir. Well, it's true that these fuzzy animals can be found almost anywhere. I am a connoisseur of ratus. All my specimens have a special something about them, an interesting pattern in affair or a kinky tail and such like. Very popular with the upper crust these days, very a la mode as the Dutch say. How close is this to being leveling up? Pretty close. We'll develop it. So first you're paid for collecting rats from homes and businesses, and then you've conned the muckety mucks into paying to take the little critters back. That's a sharp bit of double dealing, I bow to you, sir. I charge a modest fee to broker a friendship, man and rat. If it is a more honest business than that, I don't know what it is. The animals are fascinating, but I have a pressing engagement elsewhere. Good day, sir. Perfect. Now we can get out of here. And with this, we are finished with the square. Almost, that is. Almost. Let's go get the book. And see what this is all about. It might even give me a tarot card. Even in the dingy dark of your garret, coming home has a certain appeal. Despite the rundown conditions, the space you've gotten used to. Anyway, it contains every possession I have. These things belong to me. Success, easy. These things belong to me. There's a bookcase, a wardrobe that's always getting stuck, and a writing desk salvaged from an office fire. Gas lamps flicker up from the street, etching spidery shadows in the rafters. The peeling wood floors slashed with moonlight from the only window, a round, dusty affair. Where's the book? Maybe it's in there. Would make sense. Here's the oil painting that Tesca painted for me. I really looked that fearsome. Should hope so. Miss Tesca Lincoln deserves more praise. Very nice. Let's check the bookcase for that book. Take the Mantor's assistant with you. Here's something Andy might find fetching. I bet you'll burn midnight oil just to read this. Alright, let's get out of here. Should we go into the shop and buy some more pink gin? Feel like maybe we should. How much was it? Let's check. No. That's a lot of money for pink gin. I think we're fine without it, to be honest with you. As long as we just keep one of each, we should be good. Back to Sorrow Square to give Nandy this book. We've actually made pretty decent progress too, just from exploring with this character. Because we only have the docks, the bat and the bathhouse left, and then the transfer to the orphanage. We should be pretty good. Here you go, Nandy. This is the book I wanted to show you. Takes the book carefully. Interest clear in her face. Nandy knows much, but still, she seems excited at the idea of untapped wisdom. As she flips through the pages, the Minotaur's assistant. Fascinating. It contains many spells and cantrips, which only Minotaurs are capable of. Never cost me a man to take a look at that one. I told you, you'd be surprised. If you don't have a strong attachment to this book, I would like to purchase it from you. It would be invaluable to my collection. It's not much use to me anymore. I'd glad to have it find a new home here. Damn, you just got £3 for that. That's crazy. Then it is settled. Here's a little something in exchange for the book. Not bad at all. I should consider getting rid of all my books. I better be on my way now. Good day to you, Miss Mabuso. And just like that, we're back up to... that's beautiful. Oh, above 20 quid. We're done at Sorrow Square. We did that place. I don't think we can enter the Palladium just yet. Maybe we can take a look later. Let's do the docks. Oh, we can actually go in. The Crimson Herring Tavern is the den of the Dockhounds, where seaworthy souls and landlubbers alike can toast to a life of crime or anything less devious. The windows are so grimy that no matter the time of day, the only light sources are lamps, each running the risk of being smashed in a bar fight, and illuminating the establishment in a much brighter blaze. Drinking, gambling, rat baiting, if that doesn't scream sporting, gent, you don't know what does. The betting counter opens in the afternoon and the bar even earlier. Only on occasion and always after midnight, illegal but tolerated pit fights occur in the basement. Pudgy Babcock will take your bets at the counter where anything imaginable from a bachelor's choice of whom to marry to the number of stray dogs crossing Surrey Square over an afternoon to how many vagrants will expire in the night can be wagered upon. I'm actually surprised I could come in here. Heck, not drinking up a job, swear. Now then, what can I get you? We've all been there, you know. Where exactly? You know, sozzled when we should be doing our job instead. Right now, I've been guilty of it myself. With a back in my thuggish past, handing out beatdowns on behalf of the hounds or performing street magic. Well, that's a relief. Won't be needing a drink just now. Thanks anyway. The most famously vicious of canine combatants are bolted above the fireplace, frozen in snarling eternal splendor. Alright, let's do a new save. That dog's massive. Oh, this is the same cave I practically stumbled over in the warehouse. In this particular pocket I picked to my profit, huh? Didn't I see you sleeping off a gin bath in the underground? Maybe so, but there ain't no bullman working down there, so what are you, some kind of sneak thief? Thief of heart? This isn't Persona. You're in the wrong game. I'm not a deckhand, that's what you're asking. Oh, we didn't like that one bit. Let's not push my luck, I'm not in the mood for the brawl. Why would I ever return the money to them? You're right, Suzzled, helpless in fact. I'm ashamed to say a picture pocket. Here. Still a handful of shillings while I was asleep, you cheeky joker, you. And thanks, I'm rather fond of these. Good day talking to you. Suppose I'll be on my way. Before you go, the name's Lionel Banbury. Ask us daily. Good day. Actually, I want my money back, thanks. I do. I just can't have it. I've been called a thief of hearts. Maybe I should just give him his money back. Should I, chat? I mean, we have a shit ton of money. Let's give him his money back. There we go. Might come in handy for something later in the game. It's good to see you, but I'm leaving another tick. See you later. Yeah, oh, not load. Sorry, new save. Who are you? Let's speak to him. Ah. Strange. Very strange. For some reason I can't speak to him. I don't know if this is a bug or I'm not supposed to be here yet. One second. Sovereign Syndicate Discord. Let me just check this. That's not that. That's the wrong place. Gallery. Open file location. This. For some reason I can't speak to him. I don't know if this is a bug or I'm not supposed to be here yet. I'm gonna just put this over here. I'm putting this in video stuff in Syndicate Discord. Is this a bug? I'm at the start of chapter 4. Went into the tavern and it says I can speak to this guy, but when I click nothing happens except for his model turning to look at me. Alright, it's uploading, but let's press on with what we were doing. And we can speak to the dog too. Speak to the dog. Hey there, boy. Simmer down. Jimmy Better Edge. Is he really better though? Better Edge? Jeremy Better Edge isn't the type to banter with others. Let's find a topic he deems worthy of discussion. Fancy some gin? Gin, you say? Depends on what you're peddling. Show me the goods. Right here. His eyes widen at the drop of a hat. Have I touched a nerve or something? Where did you unearth this bottle? I found it while doing some rummaging. Looked dusty, so I feel it hasn't been touched in God knows how long. Finders keepers, eh? Seems like the world's a lot smaller than I thought. You just had to stumble upon a bottle made by my old dad. Your old dad? No, I've heard everything. Aye, he was a bootleg gin distiller. See that label there? Jeremiah's Gin? He was quite the rake in his day. That explains why I found it in the underground. Likely that bottle was part of a doghound stash. Consider yourself lucky that you weren't caught red-handed. Oh, well in that case, I suppose I ought to hand over that bottle. No, keep it. Besides, I'd rather not owe you any favours later on. I'm ever tough not to crack that one. Then again, folks like him are too proud to be beholden to anyone but their bosses. As Davis is actually saying, have you ever made my blade's acquaintance? It just loves getting to know others intimately. I'd rather leave him be before he finds a reason not to leave me be. And let's speak here. Before me stands Budgie. Molly's accountant. Looks more like a jailbird than a cog in the Dockhound's machine. Or maybe the booth that gives that impression. Mr. Daly, looking to bet some beers and honey? Got a couple of events over at the Ups and Downs. What will it be? I'm the kind of cove who likes to know what event I'll be betting on. Fair enough. Got ourselves a few spawn gents worth tossing the baked beans at. No way. You call the Queen baked beans to Cockneys? That's crazy. One on horses, another on steam cars, and there's one on your favourite gin. Bets on gin? How does that work? Oh, think of it like a taste contest. Barnaby Rudgers get together and grade 5 gin brands from different brewers on things like smell, texture, flavour, and aftertaste. Bottle with the most points wins, and so does anyone who placed their bets on a winning article. Yeah, I'll bet 8 shillings. Feeling generous today, here's 8 shillings. So you have 5 candidates to choose from: Toothsome Newsome, Drink for Thee, Geordie's Pride, Wisdom Tongue, and Taste of Midas. What should I pick? I'm gonna go for Taste of Midas, because it reminds me of the guy that has a touch of Midas and turns everything to gold. That's why I kinda like that, I guess. Taste of Midas, alright then. Feel free to come back later and see if your bet paid off in spades. Probably not. I'm gonna get something out of it. I have no idea if I will or not. We might not. We might just... whatever. It doesn't really matter. New save. Yeah, I can't speak to this guy at all. No worries. Time to get out of here. Hello. Hello there, chappie. My name is Glenn Forrester. You're a Minotaur, if I'm not mistaken. What's up, Daly? And yes, I'm a Minotaur. What about it? Well, of course you're a Minotaur. Sorry if I sound daft, but I'm a collector, you see, of stories. I've encountered many wondrous creatures in my travels around the Aegean. Sultry sirens, terrifying krakens, and countless others once thought to exist only in myth. Much like the noble Minotaur. Noble is the right word, I'd say. What about these other creatures? As I mentioned, I am an officer in the Royal Navy and not given to spinning wild yarns. As are some of my seagoing brethren. I have witnessed miracles at the Temple of Zeus and have myself spoken with the mermaid of Thessaloniki. Alright, I accept your bona fides. What is it you want to tell me? This is going to take place upon Phenocia. I think I've read this exact story. Yeah. Yeah, we have. From your tone, I feared some kind of disaster. What was about this incident that rattled you so? Yeah, we've already read this exact. It's the same exact wording. Well, someone means to be on the receiving end of such prejudice. It haunts me in every corner of London, and from all my sides, every Tom, John, and Jane seems perfectly confident to insult and belittle me at every opportunity. Yep, exactly the same. Well, very much as well. Do you know the Cyclops preacher Eli? He and I have become fast friends. His company has been a sobering reminder of the great odds stacked against certain people in this world, and how vigilant one must pardon me again, and how vigilant one must be not only with others but with oneself. Well spoken, sir. I myself have many a time noted the correspondence between prejudice against darker skinned folks and against people like myself of, let's say, unconventional ancestry. I am glad to have met you, Atticus Daly. Our conversation has left my mind expanded and my spirits filled. Here, take this token of my gratitude, a little something I found on one of my seafaring adventures. Good day to you, and good luck in all your endeavours. Look, here's the rub. Poe Pickett asked me to track down his flat purse which he says was stolen. I don't know any Poes or Pickett and I don't like the implication. I suppose to your eyes every hard-working man must be dishonest just because he gets his hands dirty. No, I meant nothing of the sort, but never mind. I need to ask around if I can find some evidence I can get him to talk. Rather kill himself than work for the Black Hounds or whatever. Oi, Governor, handsome gent like you must have a chippy tucked away somewheres. We're not dazzled with some popular street music, little Rob's all of our latest ballads. But those ballads are raunchy to boot. Those that bulletins if you just want the news, 1 penny a piece. Ask about it. I see you wearing a cast, what happened to your arm? I got clipped by a steam gear and you're not 2 blocks from here. First I should be grateful though, the dandy what hit me took me to a real doctor to get my arm fixed up. Should be more careful, it's a dangerous city. 3 more points. Yeah, old man, so I've heard. And what about the decorations on your cast? Oh, I'm glad you noticed. Lady named Tesca Lincoln painted it up for me, she's over in Sorrow Square. Right. Let's ask about the missing orphans then. Sorry about that. I need to rest my voice for a second. Should have cut it from the recording. Not worth cutting post haste from shortcut. 2 orphans have disappeared from the Sacred Heart. Do you know anything about it? Sad to say I do. I know Bertie and Julie personally. I heard they'd run away from Sacred Heart. In fact, I talked to them a few weeks back. They were pretty cagey about the orphanage though. Wouldn't say what their gripe was. Sad to say I do. I know Bertie and Julie personally. I heard they'd run away from Sacred Heart. In fact, I talked to them a few weeks back. They were pretty cagey about the orphanage. They wouldn't say what their gripe was. I don't know if I read that twice. I had to pause the recording because I got pinged in Discord about a bug I had reported in the game. And they asked me to provide a save file. So once we get past this dialogue, I'll be cutting and recording again, sorting that out. Easy to get cagey when you're in a cage. If I was a betting man, I'd say they had their organs harvested. With all this technology getting better and better, you can get just about anything swapped out. I'd like to see the lab do that kind of work. I appreciate the chat, but I've got places to be. Right. It looks like that is that taken care of. So I'm going to cut the recording here, find a save file for them and get it sent off. Alright guys, we are back. I provided them with the file. Let's continue with our progress. Let's ask about the courtesan killer. You've no doubt heard about the lady escorts who've recently been murdered. Any idea who might be behind it? No, we've already... There's no point reading that. We already read it. Ask about the missing flapper. Seem to be the sort to have eyes and ears everywhere. Know anything about a missing flat purse? Flat purse, eh? And for whom are you trying to get it back? Go pick it. A whim core. It feels like he loses something every day. His job, his temper, and now his flat purse. Speaking of which, Big Button's become the latest craze lately. There's things I do to have him to get to the point. Wouldn't be surprised that the thief in question tried fetching a ferry out of London. Boats aren't leaving for a while, so you might want to stake out the wharf if you wish to catch him red-handed. Okay. I have a short for the Cyclops. And you're awful stinky for a Minotaur. Oh wait, that's to be expected. You're not stink like a barn in August heath. If you're a bit older, I'll give him a right fashion. There's no cause to get shirty. Ah, sod off, why don't you? You can pissed him off. Ah, I can smell dairy here. Enjoying yourself up there, town with everyone? Look at him, at nothing by it. Perhaps we could conduct business as usual. Look, kid, I meant nothing by it. Perhaps we could conduct business as usual. What I could do, have papers to sell, even just going to soil them. Don't ever heard any rumours. Okay, listen close, my friend. This isn't the kind of thing you blurt out in mixed company. The Queen is involved in the drug trade. How shocking. The Queen, you say? But how could she be involved? Well, it's Her Majesty that's behind the whole thing, that's all. She personally directs the opium traffic coming into the London docks. Her Majesty is the real mastermind of the dockhounds, and she herself counts for take from all of London's drug dens every Sunday morning, while a double takes her place after church. What is this country coming to when even the Queen is on the take? You mark my words, the whole empire will fall in a day now. Alright, just give me one of these things, please. Appreciate the chat, got places to be. Right, I think we're done with this guy. Yeah. Surely this device was designed for lifting crates, but it looks in a state of long disuse. What's that mutt's problem anyway? Not like I'm up to no good or... Bark, bark. Oh, quit chewing on my leg. Shoo. Damn man, it's 5 hope. This dog is just stealing from me. The dog finally relents, baring its teeth as it backs off. I bet 3 shillings it was trained to fear my kind. Or trained to herd cattle. Why couldn't somebody teach it to be a nice dog and play fetch? We can get +10 at the bathhouse, so I'm not too worried about that. What happens if I do it again? Better keep my... no, nothing, okay. Better keep my distance, it says. Let's see here. Oh, this guy's gone, but he's back. Everyone else will clean up after themselves. Do we have any cogs? We do not. I don't think there's anything of value here for us. Not to be rude, but I'm troubling over the complex feat of engineering. Can't keep innovation rating. Just a moment, I've seen you in the big smoke before. Mind telling me your name? Alright, old chap, it's Dante Ziegler. Now I must get back to work, but I hope our paths may cross when I'm less occupied. Sakes alive, it's a self-centered tink if I ever saw one. It brushed me off like a bit of dust. Don't suppose you caught wind of a flat purse belonging to Poe Pickett? Poe Pickett? You mean that cane-wielding street dweller loitering about Sour Square? One and only. While his fairness makes him a prime target for the dockhounds, many of whom are pickpockets, I'd look around the room if I were you. Say, would you be interested in buying any bits and bobs I come across? You mean cogs? Sure, I'll be happy to pay for those. Come find me should you stumble upon anything worthwhile. See you later, Mr. Ziegler. Shouldn't like to detain you any further. Boilerplate. Let's have a little look at the boilerplate. Nothing of interest. Let's come down here. No place for the bird to make its home. Even the birds must fight for space in the city, yeah. We are almost done here at the wharf. Here's a rugged looking dockhand if I've ever seen one. Good day, you're one of Molly's, yes? I'm Atticus. Atticus, you say? Helena Bailey, but you know dockhand, loose first none I've seen. Oh, so that's a 21 versus 21 DC. Pretty, doesn't bode well for future chapters. I have no idea how high this shit goes. In fact, can I just Sovereign Syndicate highest DC check. Maybe 30 is the highest it goes to. That being the case, I would need to get everything to 20. Otherwise, I'd be banking on getting a critical success every time. That's good to say. Alright. Sorry, I was just busy checking something. Let me just click it. No, I do not accept it. I love critical successes, but I hate critical failures. Like, bro, I literally meet the score by default, and we just not draw a tarot card. No, used to being betrayed though. What's the patter these days? Gossip. Well, it immediately goes animated. Oh, we've got an hell of a racket going on. Okay, for only charity. No point rereading it. We've already read it like twice so far. Beyond tying up large vessels, I haven't the dimmest idea why anyone would bother with such a cumbersome coil of rope. Fisherman, pleased to make your acquaintance. Same with you, Mr. Fisherman, sir. I am Atticus Daly. My name's Atticus Daly, man about town. Oh, I like that. What can I do for this fine day, Mr. Daly? Your English is quite good. I still detect the hint of an accent, something I cannot place. I am Alaska, sir, though I've long since adopted England for my home. I came up on the RMS Victory in the Merchant Maritime. And when I got my own vessel and set up for good on these shores, I even married an Irish woman, much to my parents' disappointment. But that's another tale. Is that a chainmail vest you're wearing? It is. I always wear it when I'm ashore. I never worry about a man with a knife. Courtship is a different matter, of course. Take us through one of these and I'll be your last. You enjoy your work? I'm an old East India Company man, sir, and I've plied the waters between here and the subcontinent more times than some men have walked to the corner pub. But to answer your question, I'm in love with the sea. There's a bit of gap there for passing craving. I know the feeling. Here you are. Can I have another gas? Can I have another cigarette? Can I have another one? Nope. Okay. I'm searching for a missing flat purse belonging to Mr. Poe Pickett. That's so. I'm happy to tell you straight out that I cannot abide dishonesty. I do know Mr. Pickett, everyone does down here. I also know that Glenn Forrester has his flat purse. There he is over yonder. Well, how did you come to know this? Simple. I witnessed him filch it. Oh, he made a big show of crouching down, told me he was checking on Poe's welfare. But he's no soft-hearted fellow. I suspected he picked the poor man's pockets, but I never thought Poe had anything to steal. That's very helpful. Thank you. Tell him alcohol sent you. That should be good enough for any man on the docks. Have another cigarette? No. Okay. Shit, man. Do a save right here. We'll speak to this person. Resume, and speak to this woman right here. Ah, Dios mío, those are impressive horns. I've heard that man's horns have quite the appetite, but something tells me you're not here to purchase a fish. Indeed, this thing may put me off food for good. But I am Philippe Serrano. Enchanted to meet you, and what is your name? Atticus Daly, a man of many interests, including fishes of the ocean. QBN, Senior Daly. How is it I can help you? That's a remarkable accent, Mr. Serrano. You must be from the continent. You're a Spaniard, yes? Exactamente. I come from the fairest and sunniest of Europe's provinces. But the sun hates the English, senor. This is why my people here are so drab and lifeless. In my country they are just like wildflowers. Here they are like nab or turnip. You have quite strong opinions on this country. They are not opinions, senor, they are facts. I am a lover of women. Okay, that's... Dude, he just threw in a fun fact. Even as a boy I kept a handful of flowers in my pocket against the chance of meeting a beautiful girl. It's rather sweet, I have to say. But here in London I am left with the company of a temporary kind. You're referring to a house of ill repute. Gentlemen and paupers alike have been down that road. Si, senor. There's no shame in it. Long ago, I've been troubled lately. The girls, they come and go, but there's one who really shines. But never mind, only a fool would let his heart fill with a fantasy. What is it? I promise whatever you tell me will go no further. Ah, Dios mío. It's exactly the kind of trouble a city or fine country does not need. Very well, I will tell you. Let's hear it. I know there's a killer stalking the streets and I fear the girls. But there is one senorita I fear for most of all. Interesting, perhaps even a lead on the courtesan killer. My heart is full to bursting. My Kiada, my vida. When we kissed last night I walked on air. Perhaps not. Tell me, senor, do you think love can come from such a thing? Last night you would not take my coin. You pressed it back into my palm and kissed me. She told me how she cared. His eyes are glassy, his gaze directionless. The man is off in his own world. It's the sign I have been waiting for. Tonight, I will go to her, and the two of us will leave the city hand in hand. What's my self-discipline at? No, go for it. If you care for it, then why not? Nobody knows what tomorrow could bring. Si, senor. Tienes razón. I will go to the rose and ask for a hand. We'll shout our love to the world. Best of luck with that. Thank you for the advice, senor. I actually wanted to do the other one, for the self-discipline XP, but in character, or rather, my overall goals and what I would like to do there, compelled me to choose to encourage him. You're not buying fish, then piss off. One last thing. You're info about a missing flat purse that belongs to Poe Pickett. I know Mr. Poe alright, but what does a vagrant have for a flat purse, I ask you? Never mind, this is a rhetorical question. I know nothing about a flat purse. Can I interest you in some sturgeon? It's so fresh, you're still blinking. Watch. Oh, go on then, I'll take one. The Pollock, my friend, and that'll be 7 pence. 7 pence it is then, thank you, Philippe. It's my pleasure, senor. Can I eat this? No. I don't know what that would be useful for me. Or whatever. Let's go get the flat pace back from the guy over here. And then new save. So it needs 5 more. We have 2 cigarettes. So that'll take us to 7. We need 3 more for that, 1 more for 17 on that. 3 more for that. Maybe, hopefully we can do this before this chapter ends. That Argyle Wolfell told me you picked a flat piece of a poor drunk lying in the streets. The hell I did, you don't know anything. 21, okay. Let's do Animal Instinct. Just hand over the damn flat pace, I'm gonna dunk you in the Thames and see if it and you will float. That'll get us our level 17 Animal Instinct too. So that's why I did that, primarily. Slow down now, I don't want trouble, just take the dashed thing. That's what I thought, thank you, Lieutenant. Alright, let's go to the square then. And give him his pace or whatever. Now he has a bunch of money. Mr. Pickett, I have your flat pace. Well, how about that? I don't know who you are, stranger, but you're a real Christian, you is. Thank you kindly. Don't worry about having to reward you with money, you need it more than I do. Well, Atticus, good health to you. Doing up bloody grows, he remembers my name. And to you, Mr. Pickett. Alright, let's see, what have we got here? We done there, we done there. We done there. Haven't done there. We've done there. So let's do here. And then we'll double check the Palladium. And then we'll go to the orphanage. Yo, Bowsy. Greetings, potential patron. May Bazaar attempt to use some peerless noodles, made to order and won only 1 shilling. Regale me, Bowsy, about the current state of business in this precise sector of the noodle trade. Processing error, stand by for complexity resolution. Bzz. Raylan always says when it comes to tasty noodles, locate yourself in the path of foot traffic. Raylan must have said that many years ago when volume was more populated. Ever thought of relocating the shop to a busy area like Sarah Square? If you don't mind, please relay your complaints about the eating experience to Raylan. We thank you kindly. I have a feeling this eatery isn't likely to go anywhere but under. Well, it'd be like that. Let's buy a bowl of noodles I could use for sustenance. Delicious. All I'm missing now is a little liquor to wash it down. Apologies, but this shop does not supply alcohol. Raylan says it corrupts the mind. A piece of advice that has been gnawing at my conscience for quite some time. Thank you for your patronage. May the food lift your spirits. Do it again. Often to fill your stomach with more Raylan's delights. I appreciate the offer, Bowsy, but I couldn't possibly eat another bite. Yes, we can. Speak for yourself, man. I'm hungry. Come on, man. Lock in. Be for real, man. Just quickly go through these. You should be looking for some fresh clothes instead of noses to assail with your stench. Never gig 'em up, that Dolores. Wow, that's crazy. I missed to see that the first time. How have things been between you and Bixby? Cordial is a good way to describe our relationship. I wouldn't say we're friends. There's some part of our marriage I remember fondly. But now that I have my independence, I simply can't imagine going back. Dolores, you know anything about gin? I'm on a bit of a tour collecting some exotic brands. I know that gin is a scourge of the common man. I'm strictly a whiskey drinker. Atticus, and occasionally a pinch of opium of a day has been especially vexing. Opium? Is that Bigsby's suggestion? Perhaps. Back again? Well then, out with it. Surely I can't smell that bad. Maybe your clean facilities and clothes have made you more sensitive to lesser scents. It may look like I'm behind that counter all day long, but I've taken enough trips to Sarah Square to know the difference between slightly smelly and tangibly rank. Seems like her senses have become as sharp as their tongue. Can you repair this uniform? That rag? 7 shillings you want me to call it a uniform. 7 shillings it is. Give me a day as well to get this repaired. See you tomorrow then. Back again? Well then, out with it. I'll be back later. See if there's anything back here. I don't think so. No. Alright, let's go to the bathhouse next door then. Hopefully we can get a plus 10 hope from it. And we'll smoke them 2 cigarettes. And I think we can get another plus 5 hope from the orphanage. And we should be fine. We can get some here too, maybe. Nobody here. Good. Come on, let's see it. Good. And now here we are. That'll do for here. Take a bath. Give me some hope. We'll need that shit. Oh, we already did that, remember? In chapter 1, I forgot. I forgot. Anything? Access to the open dam, if you please. Oh, store's right there. Mind your foot on the way down. Nothing from this bloody old Tarsiers or the lab entrance to the Lotus. Alright, let's go down. I don't think there's anything in here that'll be of interest to me. Considering we've already picked it clean. But we'll see. We shall see indeed. We shall see. Oh, there's a fancy fan there. 2 workmen, blissfully free at the waking world. When they wake, I should hope they'll be refreshed. I've already did that before, but I digress. New save. Give me that. What an odd looking fan, but design was Grecian in style. Pictures doesn't hand out any freebies to the clientele. I never saw a fan carrying Saul inside but then. Rather strange, can't figure what it might be doing here. Surely it's up for grabs. Now we have a dilemma here. So boom, let's take it. I'm gonna take it. I'll tell mum we'll miss it. Because she can't come down here. We tried, remember. So it's not girls aren't allowed down here. Dreamer dreams on, never the wiser. Yeah, that's deep. And then, so hopefully there'll be like an option to give it to her later on in the game. With this character, if possible. Otherwise, I don't know. I do know. I do know the answer. And I believe we are now finished in this place. Let's cancel the illusion. Time to leave. Give me some free hope. 65. I'll smoke these 2. It's -10, but it's no big deal. We're still at 55. And that also puts us at 2 away from level 16 wit. 2 away from level 15 discipline. It's pretty good. If I do say so myself. I don't think there's anything I can do with these at the moment. That's for later. I need to check something. What happens if I buy a drink right here? Is it beer? It's a gin. Oh man, there's no way it's all times. It's like a bottle of pixie blood. I need to care if my voice was to preserve my taste buds. Just really avoid the drinks here. Don't be needing a drink just now. Thanks anyway. I bet I still can't speak to this guy. Nope. Alrighty then. I probably won't complete this chapter fully, or I might, and then I'll keep a save like right at the end of the chapter, and then we'll probably call it for Sovereign Syndicate, or they try and fix that dialogue bug, which is fine with me. My voice is hurting like a motherfucker already. Or my throat is at least. I don't think there's anything else I can do here now apart from go to that one place. I believe the Palladium is closed off to us right now. Let me just go double check. Let's see over here. Yeah, that's right. That means it's time to go to the cable street then. Who the oh. I know who that is. Yeah. Alright, time to just click everything. I'll just quickly go through these options. Then we'll do a save. Oh, a new area's unlocked. We're not gonna take the gears and cogs. I don't care if we lose a little bit of money. The robot guy will benefit from it more. Since we have so much money with this character already anyway, you know what I'm saying? And we can confirm it at Jacqueline's place in the next chapter to see if that gate's open. If it is, then it should stay open. Oh, you need to open that. And no clicking down there would do that. But now we know. And we get some free hope right here. I'm at 65 optimistic. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Time to go up here. Hopefully we can get like a little bit more weight before this chapter ends. Oh, self-discipline will be better for me actually. Get that to level 15. We'll see. Save. No. Got a nasty scrape on that gate years ago. Got it open now. What about the shack? Splintered and worn down like everything else around here. Yeah, it'd be like that. It really do be like that. Bloody crow. Crow. Coppers on the watch. Patience, I'll just use my wits to get inside. Or scare them off. Stone bench. A worn stone bench with a modest bit of skullwork is the city of Helois. What's that bottled piece of paper below it? There's a reminder at the bottom. Whoever swapping out the mouse traps in the cellar will recall that the keys are kept in the ground sheeper's shack. Oh. The same angel from my opium dream. More I've ever done in my memory. Yeah, I mean, I guess he would be, wouldn't he? How big is this place, by the by? Can this be open down here? Probably not. How far down does this go? Pretty far down, I must say so. How far up does it go? Let's go find out. Also, can I go in the shack now? Because you read that note. The key should be in here somewhere along with a deal of spiders. Dark in there, I don't like it. This will take just a moment. Aha, the keys weren't even hidden, right in the hook behind the door. Probably return these keys later on, maybe to someone in charge. Someone might even hide them a little better. Anyway, go to use the cellar door now. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could have lockpicked it or broke it or something. So that's a way in. Alright. And we could probably convince the policeman that I was in too, for a skill check. Let's find out. Our blue bandit is blocking the door and observing your approach. Active investigation here, no one enters or leaves by the order of Scotland Yard. Straightening my mouth, eating labels, I nod politely. Morning, sir, I could trouble you for a moment. Alright, that's close enough. Exactly what you're playing at here. Our down at the heels vagabond has no business here. Now skedaddle before I bash in that great square noggin of yours. His finger is truncheon in an attempt to be menacing. Steady on. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot, I should say hoof, huh? I'm not here to cause trouble, Mr. Spryness. Never good for Spryness, to be honest. Kipling, goddammit. Officer Kipling to you. How goes the case? None of your concerns. There'll be more to it to share once Scotland Yard signs off on it. Yes, well, if you were in a batch, I'd know that, wouldn't I? Stone the crows. The wife must have taken it off for the polish. I didn't lose it, you thick-headed brute. It's back at home. Ah, yes, my wife. The wife. Thanks for reminding me I'm still a bachelor. Bear any more of your influence before I give you a right fashion. Now bugger off before I risk a black mark for brutality. Now I've gone and done it. Better make tracks. It's of importance. Active investigation here, no one enters, whatever. So, animal instinct is pretty good. Need more wits to be sure. We should get this. Yeah, we got it in one. Nice. Listen, sir, I only need a few minutes. When I'm gone, you won't even remember I was here. Alright, you can step aside for a moment, but that's it. Don't want no outsiders trampling all over the evidence, do we? That's done it. Now I can freely use the front door. Oi, would you quit hanging about? Just get to your bloody business and bugger off. Nah, I think I'm good actually. I've got things to do. Down here. Let's speak to the twins. Maybe we can get some for our other quests. 1 second. Two identical twins are speaking in low voices. They look up and squint suspiciously as I approach. Hey, keep your distance. What do you want, mister? Relax, boys, I grew up in Sacred Heart just like you. You're an orphan too, eh? What you do now? Rag picker by the look of him. Anyway, looks harmless. I'm Virgil, and this here is Sydney, he's the ugly twin. Calm it, Virgil, I'll beat the tar out of you. Sounds like their parents left these young ones last before they had time to teach them manners. All the sisters to drop the etiquette class. Nice, nice, nice. Tell the truth. And we leveled up wit too. Beautiful. That's very nice. I really like that. I don't have a regular job at the moment. I'm trying to track down my real mum, and there's some papers inside Sacred Heart that might help me. Oh aye. If you wanted to get in the office without being spotted, you could use the cellar door, keys in the shack in the yard. Very helpful, thank you. Bugger off, we ain't got time for codgers like you. Alright, cool. Got some more free shit. Hello there. Oh, what an insufferable pair, I can already tell. Couple of biters with piss poor attitudes. Don't be so judgmental. I was just as rowdy as at their age. These two are mulling around the swing set while the other orphan seems to be giving them a wide berth. Give me the dice, Horace, you dullard, it's my turn to roll. Shut up, Trudy, you had your turn. Horace and Trudy appear to be playing a game of dice. Chuck a look, I'd say. Though it's hard to tell. My name is Atticus Daly, a former resident of this fine institution. Is that right? Never had the steak drop in the air before, but the sisters were right scared of you back in the day. Spryness or wit? I feel like Spryness is still good, to be honest. Again, the highest DC we've seen is 23. I don't know, I'm guessing maybe like the max is 25, maybe 30. And if it's not either then it has to be 100, but that's impossible. It can't be 100. There's no way you could get to a higher level just from playing. So I think it's got to be either 25 or 30. One or the other. So with that in mind, I'm going to keep developing my wit. I was wondering if the two of you could help me pull one over old Susanna. I need to get into the office. Listen, if you were here back in the day, you should know if things never change. Why didn't you nip into the shed back there? It might open all sorts of doors for you. What's happened lately? There's something wrong with here near the orphanage recently. I don't think he looks like a copper now, does he? Never can tell, but he's certainly not a centaur, so it's pointing on the scale in the right direction. Should we tell him? Yeah, why not? You'll find out sooner or later if you're sniffing around for long enough. Alright, bed of nights up in the dorm, see. 3 big luggers came and nipped little Julie from her bed, so off goes Bertie chasing her. And so they nipped him too. 6 alive, it was better than the halfpenny show at the promenade. Appreciate the information. Anytime, Mr. Atticus, haha. Now that's a funny name. You've seen me then. Now if we see you first. Yeah, watch out if we see you first, might get put with a chestnut out of thin air. Now where did I leave that slingshot? Piss off, Ornette, we wasted enough time on your likes. Yeah, we don't know nothing about nothing anyway. Okay. Time to move on then. Washed up on the shore and half buried in silt, a flying machine sticks out the water. There's some sort of mechanical artifact embedded in the machinery, but I haven't in mind for all that engineering hoo-ha. So that's something the robot guy would want then. Based on the abundance of rust and errant hobnails, the orphans must know well enough to avoid this contraption. And so they should. Pretty fucked up if they went on there and got tetanus, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that would just ruin it for them. Here's that cup here, so it was mates with the missing orphans. Annika, what her name was. I haven't forgotten what you did for me, Mr. Daly. What are you doing here at Sacred Heart? Begging your pardon, Mr. Daly, sir, but if there's orphans waiting around for us to do anything, we'd never get anywhere. So I'm looking for clues. She does have a point. I just keep thinking, I've been getting to see how we could survive on the streets together. Even at a night out down sewer. When that monster started wailing in the night, they couldn't hack it. They came back here where, like I told them, they were sitting ducks. I'm sorry, Annika. And did everything with the ladsman, and I couldn't check up on them like I should, and now they're gone. Poor kids. So you came back here to look for clues. Any luck? I've already made some headway. I pressured the other orphans and now I'm pretty sure it was Molly's goons who took him. But why would Molly be stranding her thugs after a couple of waifs? Look, I read about other orphans going missing from the East End. They show up again weeks later covered in bandages. You can't say where they've been and they're off somehow, as if their heads have been peeled back for a look-see inside. It's too terrible to imagine. Stuff is secrets so dark we hide them not only from children but from ourselves. That's all I know for now. I'll keep looking into it, and I hope you'll do the same. There she goes, determined as ever to track down her missing mates. I'll do what I can to sort this ruddy business. Confront Molly about the missing orphans, but we can't do that right now. But, you know, but maybe at some point. It's not on the map yet. Judging by the engraved record, this old block houses a family of 4. Must have been the lord of the land and his family. They all died in the same year, a not uncommon occurrence in those times thanks to the plague. Land was no doubt donated afterwards to the Sacred Heart. But what's this? A silver cufflink with a Royal Navy insignia and the initials GF. Better to leave it here, though it wouldn't be the first time I nicked something from the Sacred Heart. I'm taking it. It's too shiny to leave. I suppose I could always find the rightful owner later. It's mine now. Might be important for something. I need it. I need it more than they do. You know what I'm saying? New save. Eloise's grave. Wait, Eloise's grave? Damn. She's dead and gone now. Her headstone sits quietly in the mossy earth. This woman was kind to me, no matter the dark thickets of trouble I wandered into. I'm never taken by a chill in the air. What is that weird shimmering? No. No. I refuse. I refuse to fail. Sister Hellas Lamel, she helped me listen to a deeper heartbeat, one born out of aether possessed with the gift of magic. I might be able to bring Hellas closer to this world if only for a few moments. Connect with El Helois. Yes. I'm glad I did that over the Animal Instinct one. There, I've done it, but her speech is rather faint noise than the rustling of branches overhead. Uniquely poised to deal with troubles befalling the unfortunates of the Docklands. For a flickering instant I saw her face. Not just the orphans, but the crowded poor of the tenements beset by illness and the midnight streetwalkers, so easily snatched up for dissection, that a young doctor might make his qualifications. The wagons rattle through the slums by night. Under the soiled sheets, stiff, suffering forms with no family to claim them. Easy prey, cut to pieces in the name of healing generations yet unborn. Oh yes, that was her alright, and the blasted crone. I'm talking to a ghost I conjured out of my own guilty conscience. I'd better make tracks before I spiral into a deep malaise. Keep listening. It's nothing but my imagination now. Alois is gone, if indeed she was ever here. What? I said keep listening. What do you mean? I'm confused. I am very confused. I definitely clicked keep listening. Did I read it wrong and click the wrong one? Did I? There's no... That seems crazy. Did I really read the wrong one? No. Okay, I mean, I guess. suppose that was the last time I'll ever see her. Yeah. This child's soul had long departed by the time they were buried. There was no sense in christening them. Well, a few things are as frightening as having nothing to be remembered by. Who cares if no one remembers? Perhaps a vagrant wandered into the graveyard and died. If it were an orphan, they would have at least recorded a name. Here lies some wastrel. Probably had no parents, but at least he was old enough that we didn't have to house him. Leonardo Leo Longo, deceased 1868. Rest in peace, old friend. I wish I'd been around for you when it happened. I wonder what happened really. Maybe there's some records around here that would say how he died. Maybe, maybe not. I have no idea who he is. So, it hardly matters. That's under the way. Okay, so there's nothing else we can do right here. It looks like it's time to go inside. The only question is, do we go through the front door or the cellar? And I think we go through the cellar. I really do. Let's do it. Let's go. The good old cellar. With a creaking hatch and down the narrow wooden steps, you descend into an equally narrow passage. You hold your breath a moment against the cloying smells of earth and vermin, and trail one hand along the wall during your brief sojourn in the dark. But soon enough you found the second set of stairs and a welcome sliver of light from the cracked door above. Even with the high ceilings, there's somehow an atmosphere of claustrophobia, and a cold shiver runs down your spine as you survey the parquet floors. The wooden wainscoting sits in silent testimony to the horrors that have transpired over the years. Despite the polished surfaces, there's a heavy musk within each air particle that could never be scrubbed away. You can almost see the shadows etched by the past and recall the role that you once played among them. That's the front door. The cellar door. Alright. Saints. Meant to inspire us and remind us of something. Of the fact that we all need to look up to someone virtuous enough to weather life's many obstacles. Try to remember. Come on. It's about hope. Hope in an impossible time when everything seems lost. Leo used to laugh at that. Anchors, flowers and candles for hope. Anchors sink, flowers wilt, and candles sputter out. You always insisted you ought to have the saints carrying sacks of coin and legs of mutton. More aspirational that way. Looking at it again just makes me want to break it. Damn, that's crazy. So there's an upstairs in the kitchen. Alright, let's speak to the nun and then go straight to the kitchen. The sister behind the counter is so focused on chewing her lip and reading over a piece of parchment that she doesn't even notice my appearance. Well, already halfway through 17, that's pretty crazy. Makes my skin jumpy just to watch her. With which, she finally looks up. Ah, yes. Is there something I can, why are you here? The sister is smiling rigidly. Why don't we... We're missing a few tarot cards, I believe. Probably from chapter 1. Oh well. The sister is smiling rigidly, a weird heat in her eyes. Her lips quiver as if were she to stop smiling, some dark energy would encroach even further upon Sacred Heart. My name is Atticus Daly. Did you know Sister Hello? Indeed I did. God rest her soul. You may pay your respects in our churchyard. I am Sister Susanna. Is that all you wanted? If there's nothing urgent, I should get back to my duties. Oh, she's busy, alright. Somewhere deep in her own mind. My mother abandoned me at the Sacred Heart many years ago. I want to see the note she left me. Oh, I see. Well, you know we can't allow anyone to pick through our files. Forgive my curiosity, but can you provide any details about the kidnappings that have yet to be related to the police? I wish I could, but the fact that the kidnappings took place at night means that there's little to no information I've yet to share with anyone. The reason I'm asking is that little bird told me that they've witnessed things suggesting that Bertie and Julia are in deeper trouble than we thought. If what you heard is true, then it's clear that we sisters are hardly equipped to deal with those responsible for all this, people who can easily overpower us. I found these keys lying around. You wouldn't want the residents to be running around unlocking all kinds of doors, would you? Oh heavens no, it's cold enough without doors being left open. Having the interior locks changed, but we can't change others without permission from the parish. Thank you for bringing these to me. Before I ran away from this place, I stole money from the lockbox in the office. I'm deeply sorry. That was a quite shameful thing to do, but doesn't mean that it cannot be forgiven. I should have never done it, but now I wish to make amends. Please accept this gift, the Sacred Heart. Oh, but this is a bank draft and it's worth 40 shillings. How generous of you. I commend you, Atticus. What a sock and a crone. Bloody hell, it's like she doesn't think I have any sort of moral compass. This may not seem like a lot of money, but I promise every farthing will go towards the children's care and placing them in paying jobs. There's a half second of hope in her eyes, immediately overpowered by trepidation. This key is for the cabinet in the office. Perhaps your mother's note is in there, but I cannot be sure. I cannot leave my desk where I take you there myself. Much obliged, good sister. Might I ask you something else? Of course, what's in your mind? Farewell. Okay, new save. I need to check something in that conversation that I may have missed. Let's skip through this. Go through this. Offer to make up for your past transgressions. Oh, it leads to the same thing. It's kind of strange. Like, very strange. Both dialogue. One with the tarot card requirements, one without tarot card requirements. And clicking on them both leads to the exact same dialogue and the exact same result. It's kind of weird. But I'll take it. Farewell, sister. New save. How could I throw Rudolph to the kitchen? Rudolph tried to sneak in to steal scraps, and the cook was rather quick to withdraw with that spatula. Gives me the shivers even now. Door's locked, no sense in rooting around. Is that the office we want to go in? If it is, I don't want to go in there just yet. Table's big enough for a grand banquet. They've struggled to feed 20 orphans all these years. Black and white portrait, let's have a little look. The picture looks familiar, but I can't quite recall who it is. It's a South's first try, very easy. Likely Sister Annabelle. Can't remember much of her. She was up in years when I was a tot. Probably buried in the graveyard, the poor thing. Damn. Oh, it's a shame to see giants so unassailed. I really need to get a hold of myself. First it's the voices speaking in my head, next it's tilting at Big Ben. How peculiar. How very strange. Our hope is quite high, which is pretty good, but pretty bad at the same time. Doesn't mean that if we get to 100, every bit of hope that we get, that increases it, it's just a waste. A vicious instrument of punishment in Vestal hands. Never fall asleep in class if you want your knuckles to remain unwrapped. How can one be expected to learn and internalise life lessons if they can't feel safe in a classroom of all places? True. Ah, fond memories. Sister Heloise had Leo right. I will not ask like cops rude questions 50 times. He deserved it. He asked if they had one of everything. Oh, like one all? I always looked at that map and dreamed about how far I'd get away from here since I left. So naturally, instead of Cairo, I ended up on the other side of London. My old desk. I can vaguely recall leaving myself a message. Here it is, carved on the underside. Atticus, you're probably still ugly, remarkably prescient. Come now, Atticus. True beauty lies beneath the flesh. Hello there. A little girl with curly red hair staring intently at the book in her hands. Little is right. Either she's small for her age or the engineering text is far too advanced for her. Looks up at me, her face a picture of frustration. Ugh, how does the combustion chamber keep from getting wet? Wait, it's almost level 17. I don't really know, but I imagine they carefully seal it around the edges to prevent leaks. Wow, what help is that? Of course they seal it around the edges. Everyone knows what happens when you don't. Do they? Expression turns dark. Did you hear that? Trudy destroyed another toilet? Better not ask for details. And she went to Sister Susanna, and you know what she said? She said Mimi did it, as if I would do such a monstrous thing. Mimi snacks the book closed to accentuate her point. I need to get out of here, and the best way out is an apprenticeship, so we need to learn how the combustion chamber stays dry. She's right, driven and right. I wish I could help you. When I was growing up here, I wanted to get out as soon as I could. Really? What did you go up to become? Don't say a gin bearer. I suppose I'm still figuring that one out. Well, I don't have time to think about it. After what happened to Julie and Bertram, I need to leave soon, and it can't be for the warehouse. I heard about what happened to them. What else can you tell me? Well, I didn't see them vanish, of course, but my sister told you that they'd suddenly leave to go and work in the cannery. They said they would come to visit. She knows as well as I did when the nuns are disingenuous. So I snuck out, went to the cannery by the wharf. I looked around. Julie and Bertram went there. I even asked some workers and nobody knew a thing. Are you sure it was the right place? Of course it was. They were my only friends here, and now they've disappeared. Well, I wish you all the best of luck. I hope you become an engineer and escape this life. And she doesn't reply. Instead, she opens the book back up, staring at a diagram with rapt attention. As much as I'm sure she would appreciate the company, I have pressing matters to attend to. Let's get rid of this. Let's just throw it in the bin. Just an old Bible. Something about it looks familiar. Did we just level up wit again already? It's pretty crazy. This is definitely our best developed character. We need to focus on self-discipline a little bit now though. Get that up. Aha! It's a hollowed-out Bible with an opinion book inside it. Blasphemous, this used to be a sacred text. Read some opinion pieces. Can't help but wonder what the young terror race have to say about one another and the staff. Let's see, Scarlet. Not many friends, or she can't the one she knitted clothes for and sewed buttons on. Poor Scarlet. At least their doll won't pick on her like whoever wrote this entry. Now what do we have here? Bertram, hangs out with a yellow-haired cut-pierce who gloats about joining the circus. Orphans and street urchins cavorting together. It's not uncommon when conditions at the orphanage force them to run away. Get an earful at this. Sister Susanna, all sorts of rum. One moment she flashes a wistful smile at the orphans, the next she bursts into tears and walks away. You remind her of someone she loved, someone she lost. Orphans come and go. Their adoption, the workhouses, or death. Likely she's trying not to get too attached to her charges. Easier said than done. I guess we're finished right there. I didn't even notice this little piece right here. I'll get to you in a minute. We used to always fight for the warmest beds closest to the fireplace. I can imagine so. A faded old photograph of Sacred Heart's ragamuffins. I remember when it was taken. You had to stand still for so long it seemed like a week. We took one of these photos every year, provided there was money for it. Judging by the lack of any more recent images, they must have stopped hiring a photographer at all. Everyone looks so tiny, well except for me. There beside me is Leo, the only friend I ever had at the orphanage aside from Heloise, both of whom are dead. Leo was a dwarf and got picked on just as much as me, but he never backed down from a fight, so we got the worst of it. Barely 14 when he went missing. The guilt I felt for leaving without telling him doubled after I heard. I remember now that I ran away less than a week prior. Horrible timing. Very sad. Jeez, look at the size here. What do you do for a living? Juggle anvils? Yeah, so they beat sitting around an orphanage staring at a wall. Aha, a mouth as big as his biceps. I'm big, but I'm actually a nice fellow. I'm an orphan myself, I was raised here. Name's Atticus, what's yours? I don't know if niceness gets you anywhere in life round here. I'll get you picked on and that's it. Anywho, I'm Scarlet. Why on earth would anyone come back to this dung heap? When I get a bit older, my backside is the last thing they're gonna see of me. I'm investigating the disappearance of two orphans, Bertram and Julie. Do you know them? You know Bertram and Julie? Yeah, I saw that happen. It was three tough big fellas like you. You snatched little Julie and tossed her in a green sack as he was picking a cat up off the ground. When Bertram tried to defend her, he only got himself snatched right alongside her. Did anyone try to stop them? We were all too afraid. I meant the sisters, but I guess the kids are used to relying on themselves. And it happened here in the door. Aye, and they all wear kerchiefs across their faces, couldn't see anything safe for the eyes. The poor thing doesn't know anything else, better leave it alone. Fair enough, take care now, Scarlet. See you around, Mr. Atticus. You better quit creeping about, this is where we sleep, you know. Oh. I don't like the implications he's making. You should throw in a grain sack and harvested organs. But a few visitors that make the trip to Sacred Heart. Just a couple of notes and signatures and a smattering of doodles by the orphans. Worn out Bibles and books and theology, competing against piles of dust for shelf space. What's in the empty cabinet? Oh, if I'd known I wouldn't have done that, but whatever, it's no biggie. Wit, bully, the handful of glittering gears. I can fetch a price for these from an engine man. Nothing else of use. As I said, if I had known, I'd have left that there for the engineer guy. A dwarf. But it's no big deal. We already bought 4 cogs from the guy for him. And there's a 5th one out there by the shed. And you can probably buy another one. I don't see them being like crazy amount needed. I'm not too worried. What's that leather-bound diary doing out in the open? It's as if someone wanted to have the innermost thoughts laid bare for others to read. I'll bite. Let's see what its owners had to share. Some pages are missing. I'm left with entries penned several days apart from one another. Day 6 reads, "Food getting less edible with each passing day. Theodora broke her teeth upon biting into a really hard slice of bread. Didn't eat mine. Reason to knock out an airborne pigeon. Does go well with salt and pepper." This orphan couldn't wait for staff members to provide something edible, so they took matters into their own hands. Borrowed recipe books from sisters, cakes and meat dishes have me drooling on the page, but tried to sneak out of the orphanage and look for bakeries and butcher's shops. Reminds me of my younger self, though reading the books was as far as I got. Butcher thought I was doing for a whippersnapper to carry carcasses without hurting my back. Tried baker next. Besides, I can't stand flies. What? Everyone loves flies. Day 37. Baker relished my knowledge of hard recipes. Will he take me in before relocating his business to the east? This has a happy ending. Got hired and moving away from London with Baker. Well, they were luckier than I ever was. Perhaps Shadiah was their way of letting the sisters know where they'd gone. Or a polite way of saying, if you wanted me to stay, you should have fed me better. I serve them flying rats with salt and pepper. True. Let's go into the office. Looks like we're finished here. Nothing further to do. Doing pretty good on our stats with this character. Exceedingly well, I might add. Let's enter the office. It's time. A dilapidated room with peeling paint. Some of the windows are sealed shut with grime, making the air close and stifling. Luckily, one window has a few busted panes, admitting a breeze now and then. File cabinets full of gloomy records. Orphans unlikely to find a home. Sister Susanna has a head for names and numbers. She tends to do the business here. Even so, the papers pile up against the walls, towers of yellow pages that will surely decompose before anyone reads them. You hope to find the records you're searching for deep within the rabbit hole of paperwork that is the office. Ah, fuck. New save. Flower pot. Pink cushion flowers with wilting leaves implying neglect by the sisters. We'll water them soon. They're dying for sure, but they got some road ahead. These flowers were pretty once. Now then, what kind of guts do we have here? Well, I'll be lollipops. I feel incredible, wonderful what a sugar rush can do. They can love it. Just delicious, more. Oh dear, guts are heaving. Blech, now I feel awful. Should never touch the stuff. I've got a more refined palate than when I was a child. I shouldn't overdo it when it comes to sweets. I had enough of these, the last one gave me the collie wobbles. Chat, we're gonna reload and leave the lollipops for them. Oh, wrong one. This one. No. Oh. No, stop it. No, stop it. Stop. Whatever. Luckily I saved at the beginning. Not like it takes long to get back to where we were. +5 hope. I'll pass. And there we go. We're up to what? 90. Up to 100 hopeful. Shit. Wait. Let me just check something real quick, chat. How much hope did we have when we walked in? 95. 100. Okay, but we'll just leave the lollipops for them then. I don't really care about getting too much more, you know. The modest flame is well tended enough that one could step away for the warmth in a few hours' time. Not like the old days when we had to burn our bedposts. Perhaps the sisters are harvesting from the woods around the building, or else they always hoarded a good firewood and left us to break our beds apart. It's not much, but it's enough to keep the office warm. A spark crackles off the edge of a half-devoured log, vanishing into the air. Wasted potential. So much wasted. Nobody's even here but me. No one to share in the warmth. Not even the residents of Secret Heart will enjoy the pleasure of this fire. Was it always like this? Fuel poured into empty rooms, while those who need such small joys are stuck on the outside. I'm close enough to the flames that I'm beginning to sweat. Embers drop and rink out on the hearth. If the cold of London has left my body, a temporary reprieve but a welcome one. The fire is starting to die. It breaks apart, splitting into two small flames. Nothing between them but burnt wood and ashes. But there's hope. Not close enough, and there's always hope. Please pass. Chat. That didn't happen. Right, that didn't happen. Dude. Lock in. Be serious. Come on. Come on. Lock in. Be serious. There we go. First time. First try. Someone will come to tend the fire before long. Its heat may spread through the thin walls and everyone may benefit from the radiance. And no one wants to see in a cold place. Should the fire's fade or should hasten the exodus from this dreary prison. Hope, even as the fire dies. There really is like nowhere else I can spend my hope on for stat points. There's no cigarettes, there's no nothing. It's fine now. A stack of books in good condition, but titles on the dubious covers glittering in the daylight. Weighty expectations, trying times, I know it dears. Not exactly pains to British politics. With materials like this on hand, the sisters must care deeply for the dispossessed. Yep, well, we're done there. Let's do a new save again. Let's look at the fancy cabinet. An ancient hulk of hardwood cabinet. Sturdy enough to house a collection of cannonballs, but currently stuffed with dusty old files. Easy. This character has gained the confident trait and will now be able to select this dialogue. Great. Let's not get overwhelmed by the number of files here. Look for the letter D. Here it is now. Daily, daily, daily. Aha! My file's still intact. Thank the fates for bookkeeping. As if by design, a small and neatly folded piece of paper falls from the file folder and into my hand. Dear sisters, I am forever in your debt should you read this message. Along with the care of my helpless babe, I must trouble with one other request. Let my child's name remain Atticus Daly, so that his heritage might not be lost. His given name is Atticus, and his surname is his father's. My heart is split with grief for leaving you this burden, but the sapphire is genuine, and if you sell the ring for expenses, then so be it. Before God, I will try to correct this turn of fate, but Atticus's life will be stolen if I should keep him. What, do you want to kill him? Upon my honour, I will try to make our family whole again, but for now I am robbed of this privilege. I beg for your kindness and apply for your patience with a promise to return. Matilda Hathaway Daly. She's signed with two surnames, and that is ever so important now. If Hathaway is a match at Bethnal House, then I can confirm my identity. As for my father, mysterious Mr. Daly, assuming he was the one to have her committed and she's been there all this time, then he probably tried to destroy the marriage record. Some people stop at nothing to preserve their reputation. And it's off to, what's this? It's Leo's file. Leonardo Longo, light skin, dark of eye, dwarf of Italian origin, missing, presumed deceased, December 1868. This is difficult to read. I just turned 13 and run away when I heard. No next of kin established, case considered closed. The Tinreds probably didn't even look for him, just another dead orphan. And I barely thought about him after. Too many sunrises on the horizon. The sun's a lot blurrier now, most mornings. Makes me wonder why I never looked closer, back when my vision wasn't so often double. What else have I forgotten? What else did I ignore? That's enough of that. All that remains now is the delicate matter of getting access to Bethnal House. Clementine could help it there. She was out on the town with a patient handler there, and one of Clem's gin twists would hit just for spot. To the palladium. Nothing else here that I need, I have the letter, and with it I can prove that the same Matilda Daly, met at the Bethnal House, is my mother. Lots of heavy paperwork was done at this desk, mostly petitioning the parish for more funding, but also an adoption form every now and then. The sisters may be harder than they look, but the lock in the drawer is flimsy. Capital. Now what's inside? A couple of coins and not enough to be missed. Better not. How much is it though? 6p. Yeah, they can keep that shit. Yeah, you guys go ahead and keep the 6 pence. 6 pence. I don't need that shit. You guys can keep it. It's nothing to me. A man of my stature. Let's move on. Thanks, sister. That's what I came for. Oh, well, it's you again. I'm very pleased, I assure you. I do wish the girl would bring the firewood, though. Hope she does. Goodbye, Susanna. Goodbye. It's time for me to leave. Oi, just quit hanging about, just get your bloody business and bugger off. Alright, well. Fuck you too then. What's we got here? Oh, is there anything I can do here? Oh, okay. I don't think those two are ready yet, but we can go speak to Eli before we go to the Palladium. Where is he? Where is the dickhead? There he is. Press Eli for information about missing children. I have a serious subject to discuss with you, Eli. Ask about Leo and the recently missing orphans. Given your experience with the church, I was hoping you might have more information on matters I've been looking into. I met a friend of mine at the Sacred Heart Orphanage went missing some decades ago, and 2 young orphans have recently disappeared from the church's care as well. Have you heard anything? Yes, I believe I know rather more than I like about that subject, may God forgive me. You see, I worked at Sacred Heart many years ago under the head priest, Franco. A brutal and unforgiving chap, not much of a Catholic at all to be honest. Well, it took me a long while, much too long to realise it. Yes, another fellow you're referring to, if anything very interesting, please go on. It'd tear my stomach to tell you the details, but this Franco chap had his fingers in many distinctly unchristian pies. The more he included me in his dealings, the harder it was to turn away. But I was a younger man then, and Franco was both physically intimidating and indulged a vicious temper. Eventually I came to fear them just as the orphans did. Couldn't you approach someone higher in the church? Futile. Somehow Father Franco had become the proverbial golden boy. Go on. Worse was yet to come. Franco was enlisted by someone with grand ideas and the monetary backing to implement them. This mysterious benefactor encouraged the priest to form the Sons of St. Caruso, a splinter sect officially approved by the church but with no oversight. I suppose you can buy that for the right amount of silver. Whoever this fellow is, his pockets are bottomless. An excellent way to hide all manner of sins under the guise of devotion. By that point I could no longer hide my distaste for Franco's endeavours. I was summarily dismissed and bluntly told I was lucky to walk away without a thrashing. And the missing orphans? I am certain Franco's nefarious benefactor is behind the disappearances, but of their whereabouts I have no idea. I'd be very, very careful about where and of whom you ask these questions. Where did the sect come from, and who is St. Caruso? A little-known Catholic who was slain by the Moors in the 13th century, the story goes that he was a talented healer and carver of prosthetic limbs, but was persecuted for trying to convert his patients. Could you be more specific about Franco's endeavours as you term them? I can prove very little, but I suspect could fill a ledger. Prostitution, bribery of public officials, smuggling, anything wicked. He seemed to have a hand in. I think I've heard about all I can stomach. You're a good man, Father. It's only a pity I wasn't a better one. I need some time to reflect on all of this further, but I very much enjoyed our talk. God be with you, Atticus Daly. I vaguely recall Father Franco, but the rumour was he was called away on church business. I won't find him unless I know where to look first. You would know about secret cults and hidden dealings. Is there anyone I know with a penchant for knowing things they shouldn't? Let's see. Not sure who would, to be honest. A secret keeper. Interesting. Maybe the Palladium after all. I'm gonna check the bar just to make sure the bet hasn't updated. I don't think it has. I think that's a future chapter. I'm about to find out. I'm about to find out indeed. Yeah, you're still broken. Alright. Nothing new. Nope. Yeah, I didn't think so. I just wanted to make sure. Let's head to the Palladium then. I guess that's the only thing for it. Secret Keeper. Secret Keeper. Oh, maybe. Maybe Dolores. Let's go fat. Let's go speak to her. It might be Dolores. She might know. Or it might be Molly. Or it might be someone at the Palladium. This seems like the kind of thing that would interest you. Wow, my that's lovely. Maybe I hold it. Lois turns to fan over and over, admiring its unusual design. Truly remarkable. Thank you for showing it to me. Perhaps I'll be back later. Okay, is that it? Alright, well, that's not what I wanted to speak about. Bixby didn't seem like he was in the bar. So I don't think it's gonna be Bixby. Alright, time to go to the Palladium, I guess. Nothing else for it. Nowhere else to go. Paco Melendez. Get myself clear. Okay. Bye. Bye, Felicia. My bitch. Alright. I'm gonna do a new save right here, and I'm gonna enter the Palladium. Alright. Promo poster. I'm good off that for now. Masked stranger? What are you doing here? What are you doing here, eh? So, have you done the needful? Bloody impressive, this fellow shows up everywhere. That's right, at least I think so. Good, I've been told his name confirmed, but you can all of us proceed. He sees his corpse, what does he mean by all of us? Oh, but it's gone already. Blast. Water closet? No, I don't think we need to cast an illusion on ourselves. I'm good off that. I'm not gonna read all this shit again. If you guys want to, feel free. There you go. Just for you guys. Don't say I never do anything for yous. Here we go. And just like that. Boom. I think that's the majority of the stuff down here. Oh no, we have some things here. Let's speak to them. Here's Lefty Brown, the infamous jewel thief and all-around rogue. What a character. How's tricks, Lefty? Cannot complain, mate. Cannot complain. There's a mark for every occasion and an occasion for every mark, eh? Still lighting up the tables? Oh, aye. But I don't know about the punters these days. Small number 10, but big in the mouth. What about you? I keep my hand in. I haven't been banned anyway. And that don't come till you got your watch and waistcoat. Then you'll be ready to kiss the gobbles. What's your opinion? What do you think about the savage woman kill turn up East End? Well, I think that the bloke ought to be strung up in Trafalgar Square and the Queen put on the black hood and pull the leather. Let's best leave that or you won't think me a lady no more. No idea who the culprit might be? No, I don't want to the same circles as pure lunatics. I've been in Dutch with Molly O'Malley for a long while now, hoping to square it before I end up on the chop. All I can say about our Mrs. Molly is watch your back, she's as hard as they come and not the forgiving sort. Think I'll push on now, Lefty, take care. He throws me a crispy salute. Here's a recent broadside somebody left behind. It's dog-eared and stained by a whiskey glass. Murderer still at large. Hold on, we've already read this. Yeah. Just I'm trying. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that for the moment. Stoke the flames higher. Gaze out into the flames. Why do I only burn brightest when I consume alcohol, laudanum, opium? I'm not in the grave yet. I just wanted to see if that would lead to like other skill checks we could do. But I guess not. Perfect. That gives us +5 hope back. What uses to wallow in self-pity, still have a strong back and sometimes even a clear head. Let the rest of the world take care of itself. Okay. New save. We almost leveled up Sprinus again. Self-discipline's getting some decent levels in. Well, a wall of meat with a pair of horns on top. It must be old Master Daly. I heard about a gin calling my name and came to see what the trouble was. Oh, that's a call I've heard many a time myself, ready for a drink then. What I really need to find out is just as a connection of Bethnal House, this is a pressing matter here. Careful now. When I thought Clem and I bought this train was right to the end of the line, there's any more business to attend to, I best take care of that first. Just a moment, Clem, I better make the rounds first. Alright, can I go up the stairs then? Oh. Probably not. But I shouldn't bother the rider reverses upstairs to listen performing my corpse. Okay. I'm not entirely sure if there's anything else left to do then. How's Ariana these days? Oh, I bet she's fine, to be frank. I haven't seen much of her lately. I'm not sure if I want to do this just right now. Fuck. I think this is the woman character that knows about this. And I don't know. I don't think there's anything more I can do with this one. I don't think there's anything more I can do there. That's end of the line for that one. And so that's my next thing. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do. Secret keepers. The alchemist doesn't want to be a secret keeper. Let me check something 1 second. Not Nandy, the alchemist. Might be Nandy. She seems to know a lot of things. I'm almost convinced it's the woman now. Another chapter. I really think so. Let's have a little look. Give it a try. Why not, you know? It's no biggie. Be an odd choice saying secret keeper though, you know? Give me more cigarettes. Nah, no, not gonna let me. Very sad. Hello Nandy, how's it going? Ask about the Sons of Carousel. I don't want to say this the wrong way, Miss Maboso, but you seem like you might know about some of the things that Scotland Badach. Let's say a friendly smile drop nudges into the pouch at his side, retrieving a carved wooden pipe and a small wad of tobacco. Her attention seems to be entirely on the pipe as she replies, "Rats, Mr. Daly. No one in London can tell you of rats. I'm looking for something a little bigger. Have you heard of the Sons of Carousel?" She lights the pipe and looks up at you. "There are some questions better not asked, Atticus. Why do you want to know?" "I had a close friend as a boy, back when I was an orphan at Sacred Heart. He disappeared one day after I left. I never looked into it. The street preacher implied that Father Franco and the Sons of Carousel might be responsible for orphans going missing, so I'm looking into it. My advice to you is to let the past lie. You will find only heartache and danger down this path. Tell me more." W is chat, am I right? I've already had my share of heartache and danger. I'm hoping that closing this old chapter can get me some closure, and I've got what I think might be a clue already. See this cufflink? Looks in the bulb for a moment and nods. Found this in a mausoleum at the Sacred Heart. It's a damn odd thing to have been lying around where it was. I can see strength in you, Atticus, but this is a dark path. Are you certain you wish to know? That's why I'm asking. I can't tell you very much, but I can direct you to the next stop on your journey. Whenever someone dies in the smoke, ambulance drivers race to be the first to claim them. She blows an ironic cloud into the space between you. Your friend went missing decades ago, but chances are someone found them. You should look for old drivers. Perhaps around the docks and wharfs, perhaps some of the initials on the jewellery you found. I better be on my way now. Good day to you, Miss Barroso. What was the name of that sailor guy? Because I know he's an ambulance driver, and he seems very old. So, that could be the next port of call. Get it? Because of the docks. I'm so funny and smart and clever. Oh, would you look at that? The initials match up. Ask Glenn about his life before seafaring. What was it like? Not much to tell. I did a little of this and a little of that. A little ambulance driving, perhaps? I should be careful asking. He's likely to be evasive and I can ask only once. Easy. Easy chat. Come now, Glenn. I've listened to your sea tale. And was it anything but a capable listener? An adventurer like yourself must have worked some exciting jobs as a young man. Why is everyone asking you about this all of a sudden? He rubs his temples in apparent consternation. Fine, fine. I used to work as an ambulance driver once upon a time, and more recently, I suppose. Recently? Look, I take no pride in it, really. Did it a while when I was a young man, and got out of that rotten business when I joined Her Majesty's Navy. Rotten? Aren't ambulance drivers an altruistic lot? Ever since my discharge, it's been a bit tough making ends meet. The pension only goes so far, so yes, I've gone back to it. But at least I'm not still doing Arsenal's dirty work. Blood drains from the lieutenant's face. Forget that last part, would you? Minotaur suit. Okay. Show him the cufflink and ask him to elaborate on Arsenal engines. Nice, nice. Look here, does this seem familiar? It's my cufflink. Where did you find it? I think you know where. His face twists into an expression of agony. Ah, fine. but you can't repeat this to a soul. I'm no journalist, Glenn, but I came here looking to bring the truth to light, so you better get on with it. He doesn't relax here and that, but he does continue. It was all some 2 decades past. I was a young man, all full of vinegar? Does he mean bigger? I don't know. I was good at my job. Driving an ambulance is a competitive business. You know, not everyone can do it, and you need to be fast. I've heard they'll steal patients from each other, like medical highwaymen. Patients, yes, wanted dead or alive. But one day a certain local businessman reached out with a lucrative offer. He knew I was the best and he wanted my help. Help with what? Was he a physician? Not exactly. You might say he paid well for the leftovers. Sounds like a physician, actually. He knew he'd been contacted by Arsenal engines. They knew he had a line on cadavers, and they were interested in getting some themselves. There was a problem now. There weren't enough to go around. Exactly. Interesting. Physicians' colleges have a hard time getting enough cadavers for doctors to learn with. Private research tends to have less in the way of legitimacy, and that makes it all the harder to get the resources needed. So where did you come in? Like I said, I was the best. You need someone who could reliably deliver the ones who didn't make it. I think I know where he's going with this. He killed living patients to make sure they were dead for him. I grew up in the West End, you know. I didn't have much apart from gumption. The money was good and nobody minds a dead drifter going missing once in a while. So I helped the men out. Whenever I had extras no one would miss, I made a delivery. Okay, that's crazy. Surely there's no way for the sordid story to take a turn for the worse. It still wasn't enough though. Arsenal needed industrial numbers, so we took to retrieving some that were already well and buried. You robbed graves? I'd hardly call it robbing. Paupers, drifters, men like me. We weren't buried with riches and nobody was coming back to check the grave on All Souls. Easy to wave it away when it's nobody you know. For a while it seemed like we were filling the quota, but people just weren't dying fast enough. And despite what you might have heard about ambulance drivers, we're not out there killing for the payday. The last straw was the graveyard outside the Sacred Heart. Word was we had permission. One second, chat. One sec. Where was I? Word was we had permission. Those kids, those poor kids. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror after, so next day I enlisted. I'm looking into a disappearance from Sacred Heart, not just out of the ground, but a live resident. Were you involved in that? What? God no. I'd never harm a child. I haven't worked for Arsenal in a quarter century. And even when I did, I'd never done that. If you say so, Glenn, but the fact remains that children went missing. I've never had any part in it, but it seems shaken. If kids went missing, maybe you should check out Arsenal. I can't say I know they were doing any such thing, but it did surprise me in the prior Sacred Heart just let us raid the cemetery. He was in Arsenal's pocket, but who knows what else they were up to. Yeah. I just might do that. Thank you for your help, Glenn. Hope you found what you're looking for. See you later, Glenn. Alright, let's see here. Pay a visit to one of the warehouses. Does it mean this one right here? What Dante Ziegler know about it? Is that who I'm meant to speak about right here? Let's find out. Hey Dante. Really mate? Oh, we don't care about that. Sorry to bother you Dante, but I was hoping you could help me with something. Squared, then my derivative is? Mr. Ziegler? Damn it, I lost the equation to interruptions. This better be important. Sorry about that, I know what's like to lose my train of thought in the middle of something. I'll get to it man, what do you want? And what was it again? Do you work for Arsenal Engines? I do, I'm a fairly recent acquisition. Politely explain about Leo. Pardon me for the intrusion on your time, but I found myself at a bit of an impasse when it comes to an event from my distant history. Let me take you back to the beginning when I was bought a ladder 30 minutes struck out upon. Dude, that's not what I meant. Faster. I don't know why you didn't understand when I said I was busy. It seems like that was the wrong approach with this one. Well, I'm looking into some shady dealings your employer was engaged in. 23 years ago, I'd like to get inside the warehouse and take a look around. Think you could help me with that? Dante frowns, but he doesn't seem surprised. No, I can't help you with that. People who happen to wander by aren't generally given access to Arsenal's warehouses. I'm not going to risk my neck making an exception in your case. Ask him if he knows about Arsenal's history with child abduction. Fine, fine. Just for the record though, do you happen to know anything about Arsenal engines kidnapping live subjects to use in, I don't know, experiments? Can't say as I do, but as I said, I'm a new hire. I'm not going to go telling me all their deepest, darkest secrets after a few weeks. Hell, why do you think I'm out here on the wharf? You won't even let me wander around inside unsupervised. Damn, if only it'd been that easy. The engineer's brow furrows, and he presses his lips for a moment before continuing. But you know, I actually do know someone who must have seen every square inch of this warehouse, and he's been around here for decades from my understanding. Who would that be? His name is Pavel Gerard, a rat catcher and a strange fellow, running a business out of Sorrow Square. He's been at it for, well, roughly forever now. He was in our warehouse a few days ago making the rounds, and I gather he's made a monthly visit for the last 30 odd years. Ah yes, Pavel Gerard, I've met him before. Thanks for the help, Dante. I'll be off then. Right, let's get out of here. Let's go speak to Pavel. Hey Pavel, I need your help. Yo, Pavel, how's it going? Ask Pavel about his work in the Arsenal Engines warehouse. Sole pest controller for decades. I do indeed, sir. And why would I go with anyone else? I'm the finest rat catcher in London. So it's true. With any luck, this man can shed some light on what happened so long ago. And you've been in and out of Arsenal's warehouses all the time? Of course. I have to keep the little ones out of the gears and pistons, you know? Nice. You passed the first time. Clearly you're the best at what you do. Arsenal wouldn't have kept you in their employ for so long. That's the truth. We haven't heard a squeak in a quarter century, apart from 1 year. Awful lot of squeaking then. And what happened that year? Oh, I don't think you'd believe it, sir. Try me. If you'd believe it, there was some sort of plague that year. Arsenal tried out the clean-up efforts and their warehouses were just packed with bodies. Oh, don't know anything about a plague. I was working double duty just to keep it all contained, but little nibbles were everywhere. Arsenal Engines had warehouses full of corpses. Oh, I say. Packed to the brim with bodies they were. Most to their credit though, they kept it all well controlled with a bit of my help, might I add. Pauses for a moment, lost in thought. Anyway, the plague didn't kill anyone important. It seemed like it only affected those of low station, drifters, dollies, orphans, you know the type. Probably had something to do with poor personal hygiene. A rat screws into a shirt collar. Orphans? Did you say they were orphans? Yes, sir. Well, children of a particularly rough sort of dress. You think you'd remember any specific bodies if I was to describe what they look like? Huh? What's your interest in this? I'll be honest. Mostly. I'm looking into a friend who went missing around that time. I'm worried he might have caught this plague you mentioned. Ah, of course. Here I was worried you were a big squirrel. What the fuck? Always coming around asking me questions, trying to get me to buy their solutions. Would you willing to send an agent just today? Bit a young thing. I'd been caught and she walks into the bouquet of wildflowers right in the middle of them. A purple squirrel. I knew then she was one of them. They'll stop at nothing, these ne'er-do-wells. Back on the subject of my old friend. Ah yes, well I'm afraid I haven't much of a talent for faces, Governor. What was his name? Leo Longo. Why would that help? Oh, well you see, when you brought the bodies in, each had a toe tag, names or at least nicknames on each one. Watch them removed, throw in the waste basket. I was taking out the rubbish anyway. Felt like ashamed of those folks' names just tossed out like that, so I kept them. He still has the toe tags for corpses from a warehouse he cleaned 23 years ago. There's something odd about this man. Alva twists and stoops slightly to pull out something beneath the counter behind them and produces a bag brimming with bits and paper. He rifles through it as though it were a well-organised filing cabinet. A very Lincoln long toe. Must have been a whole lot of toe to hang that on. Must have been a whole lot of toe to hang that tag on. Longo Leonardo, there he is. He's holding a small paper tag looped around his finger by a bit of string. There's Leo's name, plain as day. That's it then. Taken by Arsenal because of a plague. It could have just as easily been me if I hadn't gone out when I did. That's his name, alright. I guess his body ended up in an Arsenal warehouse after all. Well, this has been a delightful distraction, sir, but I need to get back to watching the story if you don't mind. That's it then. Leo was taken by hostile engines in cooperation with Father Franco and the sons of Caruso. Wherever they are, should I run into Franco or Silas Brack, they should be able to give me answers. It may never happen, or at least I know where he went. Maybe I should drop by Leo's memorial outside the orphanage. Good day to you, Governor. Had a feeling you'd be back. Alright, and I'm gone again. Dude, why do I keep getting these bots? Trying to sell me cheap viewers. I banned so many of them in the past days. It feels like it's gotten worse. Back to the orphanage we go. I must say this chapter's quite long. But I'm happy with it. No, I'm not in no rush to finish the game. No, we're leaving that there for the dwarf guy. Leo's memorial. Leo's memorial, not even a grave despite being meant to look like one. The sisters must have known even if they didn't know he was taken. I wonder if it was Heloise who decided Leo should be remembered. Remembered? More like covered for their crimes. Nobody's questioning an orphan's grave. We might have asked after the score going missing. So none of them must have not have known what they were doing. Franco and Bragg knew. Papa didn't seem to. As for the rest, who can say? The memorial is a small kindness. What would Leo feel about it if he was still here? Alright, Atticus, concentrate. If I let my eyes unfocus just right, the gravestone gets a little blurry around the edges, and blimey, you mutton, Ralph. Blimey, you mutton mouth, you got bulbous. And you never grew an inch over 3 feet, you ugly badger. At least I have feet, you riding cow. Yes, that seems about right. So what are you doing here after 23 years? Come to Glitz about getting new shows. I looked into your disappearance. Sounds like you were killed for business interests. So they sold me off for scrap, did they? Always knew I was the more valuable between us. Do I actually think that? Or do I just think that he thought that? And there was some sort of cult involved, damned if I know where the old priest ran off to. But I intend to find Silas Brack to settle the score. So a spot of revenge, is it? That'll make your poor boo-boo better. That'll make me feel better than doing nothing. That hole in your heart isn't just because the rubbing alcohol you try to drown yourself in every night burned through your throat. You think getting revenge is going to appease the spirit of someone you abandoned decades ago? Can't hurt. Come now, you old pile of spoiled beef, you've run off on a tear again, chasing shadows into dark corners. You think it won't hurt when you run headfirst into the wall? It just isn't right what they did to you. Of course it's not right, you great leaning tower of Pisa, but sure as you're imagining me, you're imagining that revenge will make it right. He puts on a serious face, it appears to hurt. Listen up, I was murdered in cold blood 23 years hence. Not a single damn thing can unmurder me. You've wasted enough time chasing the shadow. Live your damn life. Leo seems to fade away for just a moment before popping back into existence. Oh, and Atticus, yes, you're still ugly. Vanishes again. Well, that was something, wasn't it? It was worth it, seeing him like that one more time. Yes, I always imagined him as an aggravating blue ghost, truly touching to see him like that one last time. Regardless, it was a conversation I needed to have. It's worth considering what he said. I can close the chapter of my life now. Leo's gone, but I'll go on. Still, if I ever meet Silas Bragg, you and I are gonna have a serious talk. Yeah, we just got free self-discipline just like that. So let us upgrade our self-discipline to 16 before ending this chapter. We made some serious gains in our skills for this character. Like, insane gains. So what do we have left? That can't be completed this chapter. I think to talk to Molly about that. I don't know. I don't think we can do any more for this one right now. Can't do that one right now. Can't do anything about this. That's part of being one to end the chapter, and we can't do anything about this for now. So what we have is only the one character we can't speak to in the bar, which we've already reported and uploaded the save file for. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to Palladium's bar, make a save, talk to Clementine, and end this chapter. I'm ready. Indeed I am ready. Clementine, Clementine, where is Lee Everett? New save. Thirsty yet? I need a drink over here, and I mean sharpish. Alright, you dandy. Here's your ruddy choices, and don't forget our special offer tonight. Complimentary chips for gaming tables with your third drink. I'll take a honey gin. Look at the boy's eyes like two nails chasing a magnet. Here, down this and get your head up the clouds. To your elf, Clementine. And to yours, Daily. What's on your mind? I'm assuming Sacred Heart has misled a couple of small orphan children, a Bertram and a Julie. Poor wee kiddies have disappeared, and as of now the bobbies are plain skunked. Well, whenever there's work to do, you'll find the cops ended about touching each other's clubs. Oh, kinky. Can I join? Truer words never spoken. But holds up. Ain't Sacred Heart the same Bible lovers that raised you? I never mind all that. You tell old Clem what'll take the sting off. It's a melancholy mood into which I've fallen. Like so many others at the watering holes of yore. Even so, it feels right to continue. Give me a gin twist. Here, you old gin sop. You elf, Clementine. And may the bobbies forever be off your back. Apparently some ladies of the night have gone missing and foul play is indicated. That'll be a tough one. That sort of girl is apt to wander and not leave a note. I was in the same line of work a while back, but couldn't stick it. Why's that? Not many toffers like being out wrestled by a lady beneath the sheets. Least of all a mower. Now then, what'll it be to wash the day out your mouth? Give me a pink Junipero. To your elf. May the bobbies forever be off your back. The city is going to crack down on gin drinking and anything else that might lighten a dark day. Bring in a heavy tax or maybe ban it altogether. That's the best you could do? Hear that one 3 or 4 times a week, alright. What'll you have? Give me a huckle buff. Say so. I have a problem that's been preying on me, Clementine. I've been searching for my mother for some while now, and I believe she's been here held at Bethnal House. I must get her out of there, but I'm at a loss as to how. That's a hard row, Master Daly, but maybe I could help you this time. You see, my mate Penny works at Bethnal House, high security place it is. But I could ask her about how to get you inside. If this Penny girl could help, that would be smashing great news. Penny is some kind of highfalutin experimental scientist. Exactly what she does over there is a mystery to me. Which is a brainy one. I'll thank you for that, Clem. from the bottom of my pickled heart. I'd say you could thank me for a tip, but you look the opposite of flush right now. I'll bring it up with Penny later tonight when we're both done bootstrapping. Just keep in mind, I can't promise you anything. Come back tomorrow and we'll see what we can see. Appreciate it. The room spins uneasily. Chat, we fucked up the dialogue order a little bit right there. I didn't realise number 1 would end the conversation. So we're just gonna quickly go through them. I haven't heard my glass being filled often enough. Mind your manners daily, or I'll see with a daily special, piss in a wooden cup. Coming from a south like you, that'll probably do it. I can't have such a warm rapport with everyone. Perhaps I must to befriending bartenders. And then we just go through this. Gin twist. Your health. Discuss the courtesan killer. Why is that? Give me a Hucklepuff. Let's swap the gin crack down. Give me a pink Junipero. Demand another drink. Gin twist. And another drink. Only gin. And then boom. Right, let's see here. Perfect. Whoa, I am sozzle, my dear. I'm not too sozzle for dance with Lady Luck. Now about these gaming tables. A man's face is his autobiography. A woman's face is their work of fiction. Green Street proved as slippery as she feared. Now asking for a double fee. While a velvet rose client named Sykes has gotten himself banned over his attachment to Beatrix, the sentiment might be mutual. Madame Zara revealed that Beer has been lax about using prophylactics with a gentleman. We've already read this, I think. It's roughly similar, I believe. And with that, we make a new save, and that's going to be the end of this video. And that is the end of chapter 4 from start to finish. If you're watching this on YouTube, which you undoubtedly are, don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps a lot. And what would help even more is if you would come to Twitch and follow on Twitch. So, with that in mind, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode for some more stuff on Syndicate. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.